Everybody loved him. Hundreds of people would be by the courthouse, and he, put up his finger to the government, and that's it. This man is dying, and you still have him in solitary confinement. He was tied, his feet to the bed, and his hands were tied to the bed. People want to question if my father was weak or tough. He had a severe kidney infection. He was sick. He didn't get to see a doctor. By the time he got off the bus, he was covered in blood. If there was ever a time to become a rat or something, it would have been then. No, instead he fought 5 trials. Eli has never had any conversation with my father. You lie about my son? Like, this is how sick they are. I defend my family. I think I do a pretty good job of defending my family. But other people defend my family also. I don't ask them to do it, but they do. Hello, Marla.
Hello, Angel. What's going on, party people?
Hello, everybody. How is everyone? Let's say a quick hello. Hello, Mobland. Hello, Mark Schumacher. Corky Romano. Lee Parnell, how are you? Hi, Kelly. Kelly says, hi, Angel and Marla. Just joined your Patreon page. Have a great day. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, thank you. I saw that Lee put up the other interview that I did with Frank Morano. It's on Patreon now. And Joey just had to cut out a thing or two, but otherwise it's up there. Let's see. High handguns. I think as a creator, what Lee did was great. A lot of people bashing Lee, but it took balls to go to Arizona, show how easily it would be to find him, Gravano, and ask him a question that he doesn't allow. Yeah, I agree. Well, here's the thing. This is who matters the most out of all of you people. All you people bashing Lee Cole. This is who matters the most right here. Joy Faraci. Lee, I have nothing but respect for you. It took a pair of balls to do what you do. Thank you. Justice for Alan Kaiser. Exactly.
Amen.
So let me say hello first to everyone. Let's say hello, Marla, and then we're going to come back to that.
Okay.
Hi, I watch Baywatch. Hi, Sharon, SPL Sharon. DJ Shark Hitter, how are you? Midwest Mobsters, how are you? Boston Nick. Boston Nick dropped the Patreon channel. Thank you. Oh, that's my grift. Hi, Argo. Argo says, Angel, another great interview on Patreon. I stress the fact it's worth every penny. And for those who haven't joined, are really missing out. Thank you so much, Argo. Thank you.
He said that in the chat too when I was watching he said that on the Patreon when I was watching you and your brother in the comments. He
that's
said the
so
same
nice.
thing. Thank you.
Thank you so much. That the reason why we're late and I kept changing the time was because I was on the phone with my sister. She always calls at those magical moments. And we're going to be doing a whole bunch more on there. We're going to be doing my mom. Let's see. Chapo. I'm not reading your comment. I'm not fighting with any other content creator. Sorry. Whoever doesn't like who I bring on doesn't have to watch. Hi, William Brooklyn. Let's see. Hi, Susie. Susie says, amazing thumbnail. Again, Jerry from the movies. You are the best. Jerry is the greatest. He is the greatest. And thank you, Susie. Let's see. Hi, Tina Orlando. Hello, Giovanni. How are you? Rara, how are you? Deborah Mayo. Colleen, how are you, Colleen? Hi, Petey Paisano. Hi, Carol. Carol, we got a big box today. Thank you, Carol. Um,
Am I gonna look stupid showing up with a bunch of
no,
bags?
you will not. No, you will not.
Okay, I'm out. Is
Absolutely
everybody
not.
sending everything to the house? Because I was just gonna bring
Not
mine.
everybody, but don't
Okay.
worry. Yes, it's perfectly fine. But thank you, thank you, thank you, Carol. Little Victoria will be thanking you herself. But thank you. And I was so happy. I think I was more excited than she was. I get so excited because I'm like, a box came here for you, a big box. She's like, what is it? I go, I don't know. I go, can I open it? She said, okay. Excited than she does. Hi, Marky Mark. Let's see who else. Who else? Hi, Wyatt Earp. How are you? Hi, Sean. Tornado warning. Today, Hurricane Lee. Friday, Saturday. Damn. Is the end of the world happening? No. They've been doing it's been going on for years and years and years. Hi, Brian G. Hi, Stone Sailor. How are you? How are you, Stone Sailor? Let's see. Who else? Who else is here? I said William Brooklyn. I'm scrolling down fast. Okay. David. How are you, David? Good evening, Angel. I just want to say I enjoy the shows also with Lee Cole. Much respect for the Gotti family. Thank you very much, David. Hi, Real Deal. Hello. Hello, Angela. How are you, Angela? I called you before. You never answered. I had something to tell you. Let's see. Little T. Hi, Mustang Mike. Hello, Jared. How are you? Hello, Ricky Yoon. Oh, that's not nice. Oh, look, it's Ricky Yoon. And thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a friend and a confidant. Yes, I am. Too bad other people on here weren't. Oh, and did I find out a whole bunch of crap?
An angel,
I'm not saying a word.
angel.
Yeah.
If you threw a party and invited everyone you knew, you would see the biggest gift would be from me. And the card attached will say, thank you for being a friend.
Thank you, Marla. I think that you are a great friend. High Fitness After 60, Tommy Lucchese. Uh, let's see. So I think we have everybody. Gianni, how are you? Joy Faraci, Justice for Alan Kaiser, R.I.P. Yes. Hi, Beck Brooklyn. How are you? Johnny Echoes. How are you? Sonny Grasso. Oop. Who's that? Okay. Let's see. I think we have everybody. Butterfly Girl. Hello, Marlon and Angel. I'm glad I got to see your show tonight. Me too. Let's see. Let's see. Bitter for Britas. What is the Casparosa formula? I don't have a clue. Look who's back. Sexy
Ooh,
Jack.
it's
What's that?
you
What is
and
that picture?
that's you and Brad Pitt.
Oh, okay. Even though I don't like him. Sexy Jack. Do you have one with Jax from Sons of Anarchy?
Can you do me one with McGregor?
Oh,
That's as close as I'm
yes.
ever going to get.
Hi, Itty Bitty. Yeah, I did. I called you, Ange. Okay. Uh, oh crap, you did call. That's okay, no problem. Cantaloupe Jones. I think we have everybody. So yeah, we did. We have everyone. I don't expect a lot of people here because somebody else is on right now. And Doodle Brown, there is a problem. There's a problem with you two. Let me tell you something. I showed the picture the other night. Let's see. It's still, you still, let me see if it's still in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. You see this? This is the top one is for the ad managing moderators, right? Then the other is the moderators, and then if you go down, it's the block list. There's nothing there. We can't get onto it. So I was sitting here today, like really pissed off. How do you get in touch with YouTube to figure this out? But then I heard another content creator say they're going through the same thing. They cannot see their block list. They can't see their wrench list. They can't their moderator list. They can't see anything. So there's some kind of a glitch with YouTube. So it's not just me. I don't know what we're gonna wait. Like, what are they waiting for to fix it? But that's okay, Ange. Check. Okay, I'm live. Hold on. I'm live. Okay. So there is a glitch. I cannot get to the block list. And then I showed everybody this the other night. It seems that my niece is like a big celebrity over there.
Oh.
Yes, she's the pro ball player, and she's also a big celebrity. And guess what? My niece does not have to go anywhere. She has a driver. They have a driver for her. They
That's
have
awesome.
yeah, and everything is paid for, everything. And my other niece just came back from visiting her. So I miss her though. So let's get back to what I was saying, okay? Let's see. The Casparosa formula is a patented, tried and true method of manifesting your desire by application of practical yet effective techniques. Uncle Jesse, really? How would you know that? How would you know that? Really strange. Is Maureen here? I'd like to know if Maureen is here because I have a question I want to ask Maureen.
I have not seen her.
Yeah.
I'll scroll up.
Yeah, okay. So she's not here. I didn't see her. So let me get to this. I've been seeing a whole bunch of people on here trashing Lee Cole, including people that are supposed to like go after the rats. I fell asleep really early last night, and I woke up at 5 o'clock this morning, and a certain content creator, I'm not saying his name, was live. And of course, there were people in the chat trashing Lee and then trashing me. So if you see that you don't have a wrench, now you know why. But anyway, they were trashing me and Lee. And let me tell you something about this thing. They want to know what happened to the rest of the video. I saw the rest of the video. It's a whole bunch of nothing because Lee, James, and I did a not a Skype. We did this thing on here, this StreamYard, but we didn't go live. It was just the three of us, and his video just plays on. There's nothing there. It's just you see the back seat of the seat and the ceiling of the car. I'm not sure if it was the seat or the ceiling, but you see that. So, and then people turn around and say, "Oh, he probably made nice afterwards." No, he did not. And I'm going to tell you something. You people who use the hashtag uh, justice for Alan Kaiser or RIP Alan Kaiser, you're all a bunch of frauds, truthfully, because that made his sister happy. That made her happy what Lee did. That she left a long message for Lee on Facebook. It was very touching. So how dare all of you who use that hashtag? You're such frauds. You really are frauds. That makes his sister happy. Why would any of you trash him? And not only that, he does a whole report. See, this is what what gets me. He did the whole report. He shows where he lived. He showed the restaurant. He showed where the he thinks that there's fraud. He thinks, he showed this, he showed that. All everybody focuses on is the video. Nothing else. Nothing about what he uncovered by the Gravanos. Nothing else mattered to these people. All it is the video where Lee gets sucker punched in his temple. That's all that mattered to these people. Did you pay attention to the whole thing? And you know what? All of you talking about him is exactly what Lee loves. He's got over 15,000 views on that. He's got, let me see what he had. I couldn't believe it this morning.
I saw it. Yeah, he was up to 15. Yeah, you're right, because he was up to 15,000 when I looked at it last.
Yeah, but he was let me say, besides all of that, he's up to 16,000. Let's see. He's got 16,000 views, right? Over 16,000. He's got 486 likes, and he's got 711 comments.
Wow.
711. So if you, I don't know, it just really, people heard and people saw Joy say nice things about Lee for doing that. And they don't give a crap. They don't care. They just trashed him. It doesn't matter. Like that Alan's sister was very happy about it. Just trash Lee Cole. It's just amazing to me. And especially by the people who use the hashtag Justice for Alan Kaiser. R.I.P. Alan Kaiser. You're just all full of shit, really. You really are. It really is.
No, Cletus, I believe he really did.
He really did what?
Cletus wants to know, is there any proof Lee got punched? I find it strange the video stopped as soon as he was punched. That's awfully weird.
So you just said you find it weird that the video stopped as soon as he was punched. That's an awfully weird coincidence. Are you serious? Did you read what you just wrote? Is there any proof he got punched? I find it strange. The video stopped as soon as he was punched. That's an awfully weird coincidence.
No, that usually happens when you get punched and the phone's in a way. Something's going to happen to the phone.
Especially when you're sitting there recording somebody and they come in and they hit you. The phone flies out of your hand. Are you people kidding?
You can't punch with a phone. You can't block a punch with a phone. If you do, something's going to happen to the phone.
How could you see the punch? How could you see the punch when you see his big fat Marilyn Monroe stomach? How are you going to see the punch? His stomach covered it. He covered the phone. It wasn't a paid event. Believe me when I tell you, it wasn't a paid event. It wasn't anything like that. I mean, you people with the conspiracy theories, it's really unbelievable. I saw the video. I saw it. While James and I and Lee were talking, the thing was playing. It was like, this is ridiculous. You're not going to play. And guess what Lee's going to do? He's going to let you all see it. He's going to play nothing. He's going to put it up so you could all see the nothing in the video.
You won't be able to see it, but you can definitely hear it.
You hear nothing.
No, I'm talking about when he got punched. I mean, he's saying because the phone, it stopped recording or whatever, but
it didn't may not have been recording.
No, it didn't because it flew in the back seat, and you can see where it flew in the back seat, and you don't see all from that point on. All you do is hear stuff.
Exactly.
But you can hear it. You hear some kind of a tussling going on in the car. He clearly does strike Lee. Lee was not in a position where he could have hit him. That phone didn't go flying in the back seat by itself. So
exactly.
He did get hit. No,
and they did not make nice. Lee called me immediately afterwards. He was like, I think he was like in shock. And Lee also was supposed to do something else, but Lee got sick and drove home. And Lee is still sick. He's still sick now. But
Feel better soon, Lee.
yeah, he didn't feel better today. But let me tell you something. The person who hit him, when you laid on top of him, hopefully you caught it. But I mean, he couldn't even get an ounce of credit. Not an ounce. He did this whole investigative thing that nobody else on here would do. He did it, and they start trashing him. It's all about him getting sucker punched in the temple. You know, like people like, how can I explain this? People like FBS and Convict Inc. and Gunsmoke, you can expect it from them. But people who are, you know, like the We Push Back people and the hashtag Alan Kaiser people criticizing him, no, you don't expect that from them. Like, like what? Are you on Team Gravano? Seriously?
It sounds like you're playing both sides of the field there. I mean, on one hand, they're trying to defend what his son did, and on the other hand, they don't like him and can't stand him because he murdered a child. So which is it?
Exactly. What's the difference? Of course, probably did do it for views, but that's not the point. He did a whole thing. He drove out there. He did a whole thing. He did no, Tommy. He's not that kind of sick. He's got a bad cold. He's got a bad cold and a cough. He drove out there. He went to all the different places. They looked up all this stuff. He did an investigative what do you call that? Like an investigation piece? Is that what you call it?
Yeah,
An
yeah.
investigative piece, yeah. And all of that got lost. Every bit of it got lost because that's all they're talking about is, oh, Lee got smacked by a thug. First of all, he got sucker punched by a thug. And everybody just like got lost. Everything was lost in the whole thing. Like nobody could give the man an ounce of credit for what he did, what nobody else on here did. And people were making fun of you, Marla, because you said that's gangster.
It is gangster.
Yeah.
It will always be gangster. Now what? Now I think the way some of them are taking it, they're looking at they never really considered it like an investigative piece. I think some of them are taking it in a like he was looking for trouble and got it type deal. Like they're looking at it like he went there, whether he intentionally rolled up on him or he was literally filming and he just happened to be there. They're looking at it like he kind of like was antagonizing him, and maybe that's why Gerard punched him and
But that's not
he
the
got what he
case.
deserved.
You all saw it. He's asking him a serious question. And what he wanted to know is, why is it that you never say the kid's name? It's always the kid. Why doesn't he ever say Alan's name? And if Mikey Scars, Mikey Scars, if you're watching, because I heard sometimes you do watch this, can you maybe talk about or explain one day why, if Louis Melito was the one who killed Alan Kaiser, like Gravano claims, why is it that Gravano had to go meet with Paul Castellano and not Louis Melito? Can you explain that maybe someday? Considering especially it was 1978, and Louis Melito was a little step higher than Gravano, or is that a lie too? Like, is that a lie? Because it does not make sense to me. If he's blaming this all on Louis Melito, why is it that Gravano had to go and explain this to Paul Castellano? I don't get it.
So he's saying that the FBI got it wrong when they put him down as an unidentified male?
What?
Because her brother, Alan, is listed, but he's listed as a unidentified male.
Unidentified male, yeah.
Yeah.
16,
So
right.
who got it wrong then? How would they even know it? Why would they put it on him if he didn't tell them that?
Because you think the FBI was going to tell the press when he was about to testify against my father? You think they
No,
were going
I
to let
think
him know that he was a 16-year-old innocent boy?
No. They listed him as one of his victims.
Right.
If he never did it and it was always this guy, why is he listed on his and not the other guys?
Well, right, because he blamed it on the other guy because it's easier for him to blame it on the dead guy. He blames everything on the dead guys. You understand? All his stories are it's all the dead men's fault. But he actually said that he had to go sit and tell Paul Castellano about him killing this kid. And but what doesn't make sense is how come Louis wasn't there, and why did Gravano have to do it and not Louis? And then he said, like, he made some kind of a sick joke out of it, like, oh, the guy who he was with came out and said he was laughing, what's so funny, and he made a joke. Oh, Paul said uh whatever he said, some so stupid, but the story doesn't make sense. Why did he have to go? Hopefully maybe one day Mikey Scars will explain that. Maybe one day I'll just ask my brother when I see him. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what if anybody else has anything they want to say. I don't know about that. Carmine, it's not that people are sticking up for Gravano, it's more people can understand sticking up for our parents no matter what they have done, especially us crazy Italians. I don't know what that means.
Well, it's kind of like what I was saying earlier. It doesn't make, I mean, because I guess they're trying to say that Lee went there looking for trouble and found
He
it.
really didn't.
He went there antagonizing, and what was Gerard supposed to do? Sit there and let him antagonize his fault? That's the only other explanation I can come up with based on what they're saying, that they basically don't look at it like an investigative piece, journalist piece, or anything like that.
But
They're
look at all
looking
the
at it
things
like,
he did. Like
yeah,
all that stuff, all the stuff in that video was done before he ever saw Gravano. That stuff was done before because he kept telling me, calling me and telling me, you're not going to believe what I found. You got to see what we found. Look at this. You got to see this. You want to hear about that? And then he saw Gravano and his son. So, all that came. And then after he saw Gravano, I believe that's when he left. He left after that. Because he called me the next morning, 10 to 7 in the morning, and said, Angel, you're not going to believe this. The phone, I found my phone. It was in the back seat. He thought Gravano had his phone. He thought they had his phone. But no, it was in the back seat. And there's a whole bunch of nothing till the phone battery died. Absolutely nothing on there.
Okay, Samuel says asking about Alan the way Lee did was antagonistic and got what he wanted. Is that wrong? What I'm saying is, like, if you're watching prior to that, the confrontation going down, if you're watching prior to that, Sammy doesn't look like he's being threatened at all. He seems pretty comfortable. He's sitting there answering his questions.
Comfortable.
He's sitting there answering the questions. He seems like he's trying to justify himself. So it's kind of like, Gerard really overstepped his bounds because his dad was not being threatened. Lee didn't get out the car. Hell, it looked like to me Lee had a seatbelt on. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure. I'm just saying it looked like he was pretty well, he was secured in the car. He wasn't getting out. So Sammy didn't really feel, he wasn't talking like he felt threatened or anything along those lines. I don't even think he was really even cussing at him. Did he?
No, I don't know. And he certainly and he lied in his answers to
Yeah, yeah, he did lie
Lee
because he
didn't go
said he
at him and
apologized
start
to the
yelling.
family. That's a
Right.
lie.
Lee didn't go back at him and say, "Why you lying, Sammy? Blah blah blah, you liar." No, he did lie. He said that he apologized to the family. Number one, he never did. Number two, he said he spoke to the family. No, he never did. So he was a liar. Then he said they got it wrong about me. No, they didn't. So Lee didn't go back at him and saying, "You're an effing liar, you're a liar." He didn't do any of that. He wanted to ask him that question, like, why don't you ever say his name? That's what he meant. Like, why don't you ever say, you always refer to him as the kid. If you're going to refer to him as the kid, refer to him as the innocent kid who got killed because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Yeah, I'm just not. I mean, the guy overstepped his bounds. He knows he did. He knows he's in the wrong. I don't know how you're gonna uh, feel good about punching an old man. I mean, that doesn't really say much. I guess I guess in his world it does. I guess if you're a loser, it does. It doesn't really say much about you if you got to go in that hard on a 70 or not 70, 60.
62-year-old man.
62-year-old man.
Yeah.
It doesn't really say much for you, about you, especially when he's not a threat. I mean, I understand what some people are saying. I don't agree with it because Lee was not the aggressor. He wasn't being aggressive, and Sammy was calm, cool, and collective. So,
yeah, I don't believe it either, Gianni. And Angela said, Lee maybe, and I agree, Ange, I agree. Lee maybe should have broke it down why he was there and what his plan was, and then said, then this happened. Yeah, because it totally got lost. Everything, that whole thing that he did, like this whole investigative report, all got lost in the video. That's all people cared about, was the video.
you know what? That's a good point Angela made. It might have been better if he had presented it in another way. If he had concluded doing it like a journalist, like gone there, shot the footage, and then maybe showed the video with him narrating over it, and so people understand what was going on. That was a good point. That probably would have helped. I'm not sure.
Italian sound. Marla, first of all, do you regret saying it was Gangster of Lee?
No, it was Gangster.
Okay. So Italian Stallion says, no disrespect, Marla, but if you think Lee Cole is a gangster, you must be from the sticks.
I am
real
from
gangster,
the sticks.
a real gangster would have at least got out of the car. Now, if Lee Cole got out of the car, then that would be bad. Do you think that?
Exactly. Now he really does look like a shit starter. I mean, no, sometimes you got to know how to play the game. I mean, in that situation, he wasn't going there looking for trouble. So why would he get out of the car? I mean, he got hit. It didn't look like it made much of an impact. Hell, he don't even have a mark, a black eye, a knot, or anything. So I mean, it wasn't much of a hit, apparently. But the whole thing. I mean, I think people are making up. Ain't none of y'all did anything remotely close to it. So just keep
No, I think that a lot of people get on the internet and they have a lot to say, and they let me just see this one thing. Insert. No, I don't want this on there. Schedule.
Hold on. What?
The frequency. Determine the frequency of ads. I don't want these ads on my live stream. Let YouTube insert. YouTube will determine when ads are part your viewers. may not see the ads at the same time. You will be able to manually. Okay, let's do this because I don't want these ads on here while I'm live. But anyway, let me just say this. I'm sorry. What were you saying, Marla?
No, I was just reading a comment.
Yeah, there was one that I wanted to. You were right, but I wanted to read this, El Guapo. Those people who slam Cole for that would think it was okay if you and Lee Cole weren't on good terms, Angel. But you already know that. Yes. Is that what you were going to say? Hi,
No,
Italian Stallion.
Italian Stallion responded back.
Okay.
He said, "What if it was your father, Marla? What would you have done? I'm not sticking up for Sammy because I can't stand Sammy, but you would have done the same thing." No, my father is over 6 foot, and he is very country. You don't pull up on nobody in the country.
Okay. Can I just say this, Italian Stallion? My father and my brother were followed practically every single day by the press. Every single day. My brother to the point where one day a van just pulled up while he was walking with his toddler, and he got nervous because all that pulled up was a van and the side doors just swung open, that he took his baby and threw him in the bushes
Oh
because
my
he
gosh.
thought somebody was there to hurt him. Do you think my brother or my father ever hit any one of those people? That was so bad. The baby, his son was riding his little bike. He picked up the bike and the baby, my nephew, and threw him into the bushes. Okay? I'm sorry, I get a little upset every time.
No, but they also, when you were pregnant, they remember that picture that you showed on here?
Yes,
They
that was
jumped out of the
another.
bushes on a pregnant woman. Like, come on already.
Exactly. We that he was acquitted that night. We went he was acquitted that day. We all went out to eat. We went to Altadana's. We pull up. I don't know what time it was. 10, 11, whatever, 11 closer to maybe. I get out of the car. My father gets out of the car. All of a sudden, people started jumping out of the car. I ran to my father. I got so scared. I was pregnant.
Yes, that's what I was saying. Like they
Did any one of us hit them? And you're talking about at night. We didn't hit them. I got so scared. My father was like so cool and collected. He's like, yeah. I was so scared.
He's probably looking at you crazy. Like, what is wrong with you?
Wait, let me see if that picture's in here. Jerry's gonna kill me if he hears me looking for it. Let's see. Angel. And add. Let's see. Angel and Peter. Let's see. No, it should be here. Angel and John. Angel and her dad. Oh, Jerry's gonna kill me. Jerry, I don't know what it's under. Newspaper, maybe? Paper? Oh, yeah, here it is. Newspaper. Jerry, see, I'm good. Let's see. No, that's the other one. Shoot. No. Newspaper. Oh, I
Lee
don't know.
drove all the way there with no other outcome. What could have happened? He could have just let him finish his story. He could have let him do his story. He could have answered the questions. Lee could have drove off, and that could have been that.
Yeah, Marla, just get the comments. I just need to look for that. Let's see. No, I can't.
It was gangster Amber Alert because nobody else had the balls to do it. It's one thing to sit here and talk shit online. It's another thing to go to somebody's face and do it. So yes, it's gangsta.
Okay, wedding. Come on. Oh, he's gonna kill me. I hope you're not listening tonight, Jerry. This is the one time I really hope you're not listening. He gets so mad at me. He says I'm very unorganized. I don't remember what it's called, but whatever. I've had it up here so many times already anyway. But yeah, it was scary. I can't find it now. It was very scary. So, like I said, this is a totally different circumstance. This is in broad daylight. This is they knew it was Lee Cole. They said Lee Cole? Yeah, Lee Cole. What are you doing over here? Um, and then he asked the question, what was wrong with that? I don't understand. What the hell was so wrong with that?
Hold on, somebody made a point. I was trying to read it. Hold on.
Go ahead.
You moved on me. Marla, with all due respect, not those questions are. No, hold on. Marla, with all due respect, not those questions. Those are confrontational questions for Sammy. I'm not defending Sammy. I'm just stating what happened was expected.
It sounds like you're defending Sammy.
I mean, I don't know if he's. I don't know what's confrontational about that question. I mean, he does talk about him. He just doesn't refer to him by name. It's like he's dehumanizing him by not referring to him by name. He's the one that acts like he's a changed man. Doesn't. Marla, can I get a shout out from you? It would mean, oh, please, down neck. You know it's not that big of a deal, but how are you?
Who did Gravano tell the FBI was the one who pulled the trigger on Alan Kaiser? In his 302s, him. Asking about Alan the way Lee did was antagonizing. Yeah, okay. Whatever Lee did, it worked. He opened everybody's eyes. True. It took balls to go there to do that. Balls of steel. I agree. So does Joy. Down next says Angel, I was on someone's chat that doesn't like Lee. They were trash talking him, so I left. I will not participate in chats that put our side down. Isn't it amazing how this became our side? There's like 5 different sides now. Isn't that all amazing?
It's like groups within groups. It's
Yeah, exactly.
I guess.
Huge views and huge renewed interest. Lee nailed it. 1000%. That's all he cares about. I don't think you people understand. Lee, you talking bad about Lee makes him happy. I never saw anything like that in my life. He doesn't care. He really truly doesn't care who talks bad about him or who likes him, who doesn't. He don't care. But I just feel bad because the whole entire thing was totally was over that video was overshadowed by everything else that he was talking about in on that video. Everything was. They did really good work, him and James, and meanwhile he doesn't get an ounce of credit for that.
No, he's not going to get. This is not that type of audience that would. Our side might, maybe. Nobody else. They would have never thought to do anything like that. They would anything remotely close.
Yeah. Timmy Irish, I agree 1000%. I agree 1000%. I think Gravano was lying because he said Paul Castellano never knew about the cold-blooded murder of Alan Kaiser. Had he known, he wouldn't be here to tell stories. I truly 1000% believe that's true. You don't go to somebody like Paul Castellano and tell him you killed an innocent kid. An innocent kid. 16-year-old innocent kid. You don't do that. I'm sorry. I don't believe that Paul Castellano would have been okay with that.
No.
Sorry. Just don't. I don't think he went there for trouble. He definitely didn't. He didn't even know he was going to run into him. That's the best part of it. He didn't know. He was going on. He was even going to go into the restaurant. He's like, Angel, the veal dish looks so amazing, but it's $35. I said, I would never pay that. Because especially if you don't know if it's good or not. But I don't think he went there for trouble. But I'm sure he knew, well, what could happen. But Gravano was actually discussing it. Seemed then his kid just sucker punched him. Exactly. And let me tell you something. There's cameras all over that parking lot. All those stores and stuff. They had video cameras there. Sean says Lee and Gravano were both calm, just talking. Exactly. Lee Cole did not go there looking for a lawsuit. He's not suing him.
All right. This person brings up a point. What do you think, Angel?
Bring it up.
Lee is on your panel a lot bashing Sammy. He bashes Sammy multiple times a week. What is Sammy's son going to think? I would have punched him too. You have no idea what a YouTube troll Lee is capable of.
Lee, you know how I met Lee Cole? Lee Cole contacted me on Twitter and said, I'm doing a show. I'm going after A-Light. And I said, okay, I'm there. I never really came on YouTube. I used to come on to see certain things anything Casparosa did and all that other stuff. But I never came on all the time. And that's how I met Lee. The video, he did a stream with Jimmy Calandra. And Jimmy Calandra told him not to talk about Sammy Gravano. And you know what Lee Cole did? He talked about Sammy Gravano. Lee Cole's been doing it since I met Lee Cole 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago, Lee has been going after Gravano. Had nothing to do with me. And if you go back and you listen, Lee Cole started his channel. He said he started his channel because he hates Sammy Gravano. So I don't have anything to do with that. He's had this thing with Sammy Gravano for over 2 years. What has it got to do with me? And he did not go to Arizona and question Gravano because of me. Because like I said the other night, I would have given him a whole lot of questions to ask him. But whatever it is that he did, it made Alan Kaiser's sister happy. So who is anybody to knock it?
What do you think of this one?
What?
I'm not trying to piss you off, Angel.
I'm not getting pissed off. You're not pissing me off, Italian Stallion.
I love and respect your family, but Marla knows nothing about gangsters. Marla, stop acting like one. You got me there, Italian Stallion. I'm sorry. I didn't realize that.
Marla's not acting like one. Have you ever heard me when I'm mad, Italian Stallion? Have you ever heard me and what comes out of my mouth when somebody really pisses me off?
She gets real gangsta.
Yeah.
She's the president.
Because I'm the president. No, seriously. Oh, I love that you're clicking on the comments. I just don't agree on rolling up on people's houses. I would not like people rolling up on mine. That's not his house, stand-up guy. That wasn't his house.
It was
that
was outside a restaurant. Lot. Yeah.
It was a parking lot. No. Gravano lives in the back in a warehouse of some sort. Lee Cole was in the parking lot. He happens to be sitting on a bench. And listen, he didn't roll up to where they were sitting. He stood at a distance. They walked towards him. If they were so perturbed by it, or disturbed, why didn't they just walk away and go inside or something? They walked up to him.
That's a good point, Angel. They did walk up to him.
Exactly.
They didn't go to their car. They didn't go back in the store. So again, I'm not seeing where they felt threatened. How do you
feel threatened? Like I said,
you walk into the danger if you feel threatened? Is that how that goes?
You know how many times? Look, it's on the internet. Look how many times my father was walking with his friends, and all of a sudden, van doors fly open and reporters come walking out. John Miller. Look how many times they did that. My father's walking with 4 guys. Did anybody hit them? And it's at nighttime. Did anybody hit these people? Ange says, nothing Lee did was aggressive. He was sitting in his car. I know. I know. I don't understand. What's the big deal? Okay. Do not bother William Brooklyn. If you do, if you start with people in the chat, I'm just gonna boot you. There's not gonna be any of that here. There's not gonna be any of that here. Please, I can't stand that when people start fighting with other people in the chat. Cantaloupe Jones says, what difference does it make that he hit him? He's a sick, twisted rat still. Yeah, agreed. Seems pretty easy to roll up on someone like that rat. Anyone could. Oh, God. I'm not going to be responsible for putting that up. Okay, Big Bones says, who cares if he was punched or not? He went out there and asked Schmiegel about Alan Kaiser. I haven't seen anyone else there, and I'm no fan of Lee. I agree. It's all about the numbers, people. That's the bottom line. No, I have to say that Lee called me and he goes, you know something, Angel? I don't care what these people say. This is the exact words. I don't care what these people are saying. He goes, I got a beautiful message from Joy Faraci. That's what I care about. Those are his exact words. And yes, they walked up to Lee, not the other way around. Lee and Gravano were talking calmly initially until Gravano's son overreacted when he realized Lee was recording. Exactly. Okay, let's see. Let's see what Cletus has to say. Lee started and harassed. Oh, how do you know this? Lee stalked and harassed Gravano via emails, calls, etc. for 2 years and was ignored. So when he pulls up, it's not going to go well. They clearly view him as a stalker and threat. Cletus, then why did they walk towards him? Why didn't they say, oh, frig you, Lee Cole, and turn around and walk inside wherever they were sitting in front of? Why didn't they do that? Fitness and after 60 says, if it was me, I would have walked up to him like a man. The outcome would have been different. Exactly. Ooh, Midwest Mobster says, what Lee did was definitely gangster. You have company, Marla.
He must be from the sticks.
Yes. Lee should have used his GoPros. What's a GoPro?
I think it's a golf club.
Oh, Lee doesn't play golf.
I think you missed the point, Angel.
Oh, okay. I must.
Should have whacked him.
Oh. Let's see.
So what you're saying is Lee pulled into a parking lot and Gravano and son were just sitting there. Seems a little strange to me.
They were sitting on a bench. Who says it's strange to you?
Stand-up guy.
Stand-up guy says that it seems strange? What's so strange about it?
Sorry, Angel, I gave you wrong information. It's not golf clubs. It's a camera. My bad.
Oh, okay.
It's a video camera.
Why is that strange that him and his son was sitting on a bench outside? Why is that strange? I don't get it.
I don't. The timing, I guess. They just happened to.
No, Lee
be
Cole
there when he just happened to be pulling up and he was going at random, and so
Lee Cole. He said it already. He said it that he was going around, and then when he went around the second time, there he was. They were sitting outside. So I have to ask stand-up guy. So you think stand-up guy what? They paid Sammy Gravano and his son money to come outside at a certain time, and so Lee could get sucker punched in the temple? You think that was planned? All these people hating are cowards and would never do what Lee did. Haters. That's true, Sean. Lee not getting out of the car shows he wasn't looking for trouble, just an answer. I agree. He's Fitness says it was a phantom punch like Ali and Liston.
You know what, Angel? I'm going to look that up. I think the guys in the chat were messing with me. I really think they're golf clubs.
What happened?
Hold on. I'm looking it up now. I think they're...
Okay.
What was it
Everybody, did you hit the like button, please? I got made fun of today by the weirdo in the UK saying that I X for likes and smiles. I don't X for smiles. I just
do smiles on YouTube, Jack.
Yeah, whatever. He's turning out to be a stalker too. People respect keyboard tough guys more. What a world. Yeah, exactly, Ange.
Okay, my bad. You guys are right. It really is a camera.
Oh, it's a camera.
Yeah, it's a camera. I had to look at. I could have swore they were golf club. It's not. It really isn't. It's a camera. Y'all are right. See, I'm wrong every now and then. I admit it. I'm the bigger person.
Yes. Using the word gangster doesn't always mean you're in the mob. You want to explain this, Marla? You want to explain something?
Okay, you guys.
What you mean by it?
Gangsta can be a mentality, okay? I'm really not sure. Damn. Hold on, Angel. Time out. Wait a minute.
Go ahead. Hold on. Oh. I'm so sorry. David, thank you so much, David. That's so nice. Thank you. Haven't been following up, but I hope you are doing well. I also listen to Mikey Scars. Hope old timers such as yourself can help to restore honor in this genre. Regards. Thank you so much, David. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you. It's very, very sweet of you. Thank you.
Yeah, that's too big of a job.
What?
Restoring honor in this.
Yeah, you're not restoring any honor in this genre. None whatsoever. None. I just want to know if let me know if Maureen comes in, Ange, because I want to ask her a question. Let's see. Okay. Thank you so much again, David. Thank you. Uh oh, she's in. Oh, Maureen, where are you? I want to ask you a question.
Oh, there she is. She's right there.
Okay, thanks, Ange. Maureen, by any chance, do you remember when Casparosa and I had $100 bet on YouTube, not YouTube, Twitter? We made $100 bet, and then Casparosa came on and upped it to $1,000. Just tell me if you remember that. Angela, do you remember that? Just curious.
You told me about it.
I know.
After the fact.
If Gravano wanted to partner with Lee tomorrow, Lee would welcome him with open arms and threw everyone under the bus. Yeah, you're wrong. Believe me when I tell you, you're wrong. It was Lee drives all the way out there. Was no other outcome that could have happened. What does that mean?
Oh, we answered that earlier.
Okay.
We were saying that he could have just, answered the questions and moved on.
Your brother must have flipped out. Yes, he did. I hope your nephew didn't get hurt. My nephew was hysterical crying. And yeah, my brother was really, really mad after he was relieved. Oh, look, Amber Alert. So driving 10 hours, then having a 10-second conversation before getting cracked in the head while not getting out of the car to defend himself is gangster. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I answered that one too.
Yeah, I know, but I didn't realize it's Amber Alert who said that. So what's gangster, Amber Alert? Sitting and antagonizing rats on YouTube? Is that what you consider gangster? Just curious. Does everybody think that's gangster?
Must be.
Lowrider girl, hello. Loyalty is everything in my book. F the haters and the flip floppers. Thank you, Lowrider girl. Okay. Deduce, great point. Wasn't there a hard rule in the mob? No violence on cops, judges, or reporters, including those that are somewhat of a reporter. So they were used to that. Much respect, ladies. Hello there, and thank you. Well, Gravano's not in the mob anymore. He's not in the mob. But I guess there was a rule like that. Italian Stallion says, I love your father. Thank you, Italian Stallion. Thank you. I love him too. Let's see. Well, technically, through the car window, not his face, Marla. Huh?
Did I miss something?
Okay. Another fat, bald Italian says, Marla, with all due respect, not those questions. Those are confrontational questions for Sammy. I'm not defending him. I'm just stating what happened was expected. Yeah, but again, another fat bald Italian. why did they walk towards the car? Like, why walk closer? After he asked that question, they came closer to him. It's not like they backed away. They came closer to him.
They had the advantage that it wasn't, they were not scared. They weren't threatened.
Let's see. Oh, he's talking to fitness. Yeah, I know. Me too. I'm going crazy. I had so much to do today. Oh, God. What's this? They don't have an answer for anyone. He killed an effing teenager. Thank you. Thank you, Tommy Lucchese. Everybody is concerned about how Gravano feels. He killed an innocent teenager, a 16-year-old boy. And everybody's concerned. Oh, he shouldn't have asked that. That's confrontational. Are you kidding? The guy never says that kid's name. He calls him the kid. He never once said Alan Kaiser. He lied that he apologized to the family. I'm friends with Joy. That's why I'm so passionate about this. I'm good friends with Joy. It breaks my heart. I've been on the phone with Joy when Joy was crying. I've been on the phone with Joy when Joy was cursing and crying. I've been on the phone when she cursed that piece of shit out many, many times. I was on the phone with her. I know how she feels. And that's why I'm passionate the way that I am about him. And plus, I lost a brother too. So I know how she feels. I mean, she doesn't have any other brother or sister where she's going to have nieces and nephews.
Exactly right. It was just them two. So
exactly. Can everybody hit that like button, please? Wyatt Earp says 198 watching and only 75 likes. Please hit that like button, please. Thank you. If you are traducing, Lee, for pulling up on Gravano, you have the wool over your eyes. So is Lee buying a $5,000 suit and a pinky ring now? No. But Lee lost 104 pounds and he probably will buy a new suit soon.
do you want to answer asshole questions? Or
go right ahead. You pull them up because I'm tired. You pull them up.
I was about to say, do you want me to do it? Hey, Tony.
Go
Tony
ahead.
Silo's here.
Hi, Tony Silo. Pull him up. Nico, IRA. Angel, what would your family do if someone drove 12 hours to ask your family about John Favara? Let's see. We wouldn't hit him. Nobody would hit them. And nobody knows who killed John Ferrara. Gravano doesn't have an answer to that. Nobody has an answer to that. But if they pulled up and asked, like you will ask me here, at least once or twice a week, I get asked about John Ferrara. I don't get angry and curse you out and kick you out. Do I, Marla?
Nope.
Go ahead. 60 Minutes asked my brother John about John Ferrara. Did he jump up and storm out and punch the guy off his chair? No. But go ahead. You have any other questions? Oh, yeah. Here's Johnny True Love. You're right, Johnny True Love. He asked him the questions that all these stooges like Nadeau and LaVecchia didn't ask him. Exactly.
And he didn't have to pay to get nothing.
And he didn't have to pay either. And you know what? to Lee, uh, a sucker punch in the temple was worth it. He got to ask him a question, and Gravano lied in his answer to Lee Cole, and then his son punched him. So yeah, 100%. None of them asked. Nobody on here asked him about Alan Kaiser. No one. Angela says, if Joy is happy, I'm happy. Yeah, Joy is happy, and so am I.
Very happy.
Yes. William Brooklyn says, the amazing thing is people with wrenches here sit in chats while they trash you. Yeah, I know. I saw it. I saw it with my own eyes at like 5:30 this morning. I saw it. That's why they don't have wrenches anymore. I can't get to my wrench thing. You have to do it manually. Like I had to go to a video where I knew certain people were in the chat, and I had to take their wrench from there because you can't get into the wrench or the what do you call it in the back. You can't get to it. Let's see. Did Maureen have an answer?
I didn't see her answer, no.
Yeah, it was gangster. Give me a break. The guy's 100 years old. Oh God.
Oh gosh. Okay, Italian Stallion, you can be gangsta too. I'll just pass out the damn title. How about that? Everybody, you could be gangster. He's gangster. She's gangster. Everybody
Gets a gangster.
Everybody gets the gangster card. There. Everybody gets to be a gangster tonight.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, she said, I said no, I don't remember. Maureen said
you don't remember it. Does Angela remember it?
Angela, do you remember? I just saw her. I know she's in here.
Yeah. The Mop 2 Pentagon.
Love you.
Okay, what's going on? Argo, that's enough. I just told him to show some respect. You do the same or don't comment to each other. It's like high school. What are you talking about, Susie? What's going on? Because he was a witness, you kill a teenager, you effing low-life midget. Yeah, exactly. And he got away with it. Didn't do 1 day in jail because of it. Not 1 day.
Ding, ding, ding. We have another comment.
Go right ahead.
You want to? Okay, I'll just do it this way. Is it a rap move to post a video of an alleged crime? What would John Gotti say?
Well, John Gotti would do things totally different, but I'm trying to remember something that a lawyer said once. Let me think of the exact words. It's an honorable thing to impeach a rat. I think that's what he said. It's an honorable thing to impeach a federal informant or a rat, whatever. That's what he said. John Gotti wouldn't sit on the computer. John Gotti wouldn't sit and tell lies like Gravano does. John Gotti wouldn't attack people like Gravano does. So John Gotti would do things very differently than what Gravano does.
I must have missed something because it wasn't a Gotti that posted the video. So why would John Gotti even care?
Maureen says Lee was picking on Kaz in an older video. Stated Kaz was a coward for showing up at court and not on the street or alley. He said he would show up where Gravano was and fight him if he wasn't scared. Listen to me. I don't care what Lee Cole said about Casparosa, and I don't even like Casparosa, but I'm going to say this. Casparosa had balls. He went by himself to that courthouse.
I saw the video.
Yeah, he went by himself. He was not afraid, and that wasn't the first time that Casparosa went where A-Light was. So if Lee did do that, that was wrong. That's all I'm gonna say. Because Casparosa showed up and wasn't scared of Alite. Alite, on the other hand, wanted a marshal escort. He actually wanted an escort from a marshal to his car. And everybody saw the video. Casparosa went right up into his face. He didn't care. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Whatever, Cletus. Whatever. No doubt, Timmy. I appreciate what he did, especially that it was for Alan Kaiser and got Sammy riled up. Exactly. Who cares? Who cares what this freak thinks? Who cares? A kid is dead. Who cares? JR Boston has a problem with you too, Marla.
Oh no, we were flirting earlier. Oh, I forgot to tell you, J.R. Boston, I have a boyfriend, fiance.
Okay. Let me answer this one. Angel, can I ask a question? If it was another guy in the life other than Gravano that Alan witnessed that person killing someone, okay, first of all, I'll let me finish reading it. Can you honestly say that they would let the innocent kid go? It's kind of hard to do. Okay, here's the thing. Uh Gravano got beat up in a bar. He got the shit knocked out of him. Okay? Alan Kaiser wasn't there. The guy that beat Gravano up, they shot him, or they were shooting at him. He did not die. Alan didn't witness them killing somebody. Alan now sees this guy with a gun in his hand, and he starts running away and gets shot in the back of the goddamn head. No, but Alan wasn't a witness to a murder, Carmine and others. That's not what I said. I'm not blaming you for anything. A person who continues to bash someone online and then shows up in person could do anything. Someone could have bad intentions. Hmm. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of freaks out here that a lot of bad things could happen. 100%. Uh, he was questioning him regarding the Alan Kaiser situation. Yes. His son wanted to be a step ahead and punched him as I would have did it too. Yeah, well, that's, you're really intelligent, I could see. Oh my God. So you would just punch somebody who just pulled up and was just filming? Whatever. Oh. He punched him because his dad was getting asked why he killed an innocent Boy Scout by a reporter. Yeah. This whole show is why women usually outlive men.
That's cold blooded.
Oh, Quinn Crabtree. Yeah, he's far from a reporter, but he did a pretty good job on the whole thing on Gravano family. I think he did a pretty good job. Did any of you even pay attention to it? No. You were just too busy worrying about the punch from the punk. I wouldn't waste money. Oh, let's see. Oh, J.R. Boston, aren't you lost? Seriously, aren't you in the wrong chat?
The inquiry says, no, I would punch someone who has been bashing me online and then shows up. You ask for it when you show up.
Really? So you think that if uh let's just say another content creator, because we can't say his name, otherwise we'll be called the Golden Girls again. So you think that if somebody just happens to run into another content creator who gets on here and makes fun of and antagonizes uh rats, that they would be justified in punching him out? Yeah, you think so?
Oh, this is a good point.
Okay, you're gone. You're gone. Don't insult people's weights. Goodbye. You're in the wrong chat anyway. You're an MRE simp. Go over by him. And Angela says, leave
Oh,
William
sorry.
alone. I don't know what's going on, but leave William alone. I'm sorry. Go ahead. Hi, Tommy Stiggs. How are you? And
Oh,
happy birthday, William Brooklyn. Happy birthday.
happy birthday.
Gravano and his son are well aware of who Cole is. They knew he wasn't. Exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. They knew he wasn't a physical threat. The inquiry. Oh, look what a troublemaker you are. Why did Flo go after you today? He went after Silo. Did he go after me? I didn't hear that. You're the only person who's saying that he went after me. He has no reason to go after me. If he went after Silo, that's between him and Silo. Has nothing to do with me. Don't bring the shit here. I'm not. I know you people want to see us all kill each other. You want to see me and Flo and FBS and Gunsmoke and everybody fight in MRE. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. So I don't care. They want to go after me. They can go after me all they want. I'm not doing it anymore. I don't care. Let them do what they want. I don't care. Tommy Stig says, good evening, Angel and Marla the Voice. Stig stopping in from North Jersey. Hello, Stigs from
Hey,
North
Sticks, what's going
Jersey.
on?
Marla said, JR Boston, you can't see, but I'm blushing. Johnny True Love, Lee should have got out of the car and body slammed Sammy. No, not really. Not really. That would have been good footage. uh, you know what? I'm going to say this one more time. If Joy was thankful to Lee, who's anybody else to question it? Seriously. Make sure you use the hashtag uh, David Cameron. Make sure you use that hashtag justice for Alan Kaiser. Boston J, happy Wednesday, Angel and Marla. Hi, Boston J.
Hey,
Happy
Boston Jay.
Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Carol, hello. So what you're saying is Lee pulled into a parking lot and Gravano and Son were just sitting there. Seems a little strange to me. It's not really that strange, stand-up guy. Is that the real stand-up guy?
Oh, I'm not sure. I didn't even think to
Yeah.
check.
Oh, GoPro is a camera. Real deal said.
Yeah, they all corrected me. They were right.
Okay. Okay, so inquiry, then you're saying that people who go after people online continuously, um, you'll have to back that up if you run into the person. So then you're saying let's just use an example. So let's just say if MRE should run into, say, Jimmy Calandra, it's okay for Jimmy Calandra to clock MRE. That's what you're saying? Okay. Uh, Angela says, you know what's strange? Going at people and their families on YouTube, shaking my head, especially women. Yeah, that is strange.
Very.
David Trudell says, rats always hang around benches. Let's see.
I just got that. Oh my gosh, I'm slow.
Okay, I'm so far behind again. Marla.
Okay, I'm not seeing any good questions over here.
Stand Up Guy says, I have no idea. Just think it was wrong to approach him the way he did, I guess you meant. I don't think it was planned. I don't think it was planned, but I have some questions about Lee's versions of the event. Okay, whatever, Cletus. And thank you again, David. Thank you. No, I did mean, okay. You meant the camera. Tommy Lucchese says, I don't think either one was carrying because if the cops came, they're both going back to prison and they aren't looking to go back. Believe me. Yeah, exactly. They don't want to go back.
Oh, Jeff Canarsy's here. What's going on?
Hey, Mob Talk Radio. Oh, look who else is here. Leo. Zio Lesso. Yeah, okay. Whatever, Zio. Angel, I don't know why you love Lee Cole so much. He's a fraud and uses people's names. Meanwhile, he only cares about himself. He'll throw you under a bus too. You don't know about mine and Lee's relationship. You have no idea. Even if Lee wanted to throw me under the bus and he hated me, Lee really, 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 he and my daughter really like each other a lot. And he wouldn't do it to her. But whatever. When I get mad at Lee, my daughter gets mad at me. And that's the truth. Okay, so that's a video camera. Gypsy Queen. Thing is, I understand asking Gravano, but then I would not trust his answers anyway. Well, he ended up lying anyway. What Lee did was definitely gangster, but if the three of them would have sword fought, it would have been super gangster. You're not kidding. You're not kidding. Everybody, did you hit that like button? Again, I'm going to drop the link. Should we drop the link, Marla?
Drop the link.
Drop the link. Let's see. Yeah, I don't plan on doing 5, 6, 7, 8 hour streams anymore. So if somebody wants to come on, I'll drop the link. Let's see. Show some support for Angel. Hi, Rara. Thank you. Hold on. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. I told you. What'd you say, Mark? The person who texted me. I told you. Guapo, El Guapo says the views Cole got from that qualifies as gangster. You agree, Marla?
I agree.
Is Tony Silo gonna respond to what SoFlo said about him? That was a bit harsh. I don't know. You'll have to ask Tony Silo. I have no idea. Let's see. Hitting an old man in a car is being a coward. I agree, Argo. I
Yeah.
agree. Amber Alert. Angel Gotti, with all due respect, I never in my life uh, claimed to be a gangster. Did I say you were? Let's see. Tommy, real deal. Can you show me your face? Make sure it's you. Okay. There you are. All right. Put your avatar back on. Hello, Tommy, real deal.
There's
Hello,
only
Al. How are you,
oh,
Al?
there's only one real deal.
Sure is.
Angel
How
Guy, Angel Gotti, how are you doing
How
tonight?
are
Thanks
you
for having me
doing?
on.
How are you?
Okay, I'm okay. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm very good. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, not too bad. And I have a show, and I used to do Mob Show Report. It was a show here on MobTube, and
I'm not
that
mob
didn't
tube.
take off. But I'm doing okay now. Who are you?
I'm very good, but we are not a part of mob tube.
You're not MobTube?
Not at all. Not a part of mob tube at all.
Oh,
But what's going on? So you have this horse racing all the time? All horse
yeah,
racing all
all
the
horse
time.
racing all
How's
the
that going
time.
for you?
It has
Yeah, I know.
3,000 plus subscribers. I've done it a
Very
year,
good.
and I'm doing that on the side right now.
Very good. How and it's working out for you. It's working out for you, Al. Can you hear
Yeah,
us?
yeah, it's not bad. It's horse racing. Horse racing. That's what I do. Uh, I team up with Vinny Bracco, Brooklyn guy. Sometimes we do live shows. Sometimes we have guys on from The Sopranos, and we give out picks, and
And are they
that's what happens. It's not a fighting channel. We don't fight with people.
isn't that great? Isn't it nice?
so you're a handicapper? Oh,
I don't think he can hear us.
Yeah, yeah, I am, and
Oh, okay.
I handicap the races, and I sell my picks every day, and
And
I
how did
pick
you
horses.
and
It,
how do you
it might
do?
sound like a shady thing, but that's what I do.
It doesn't
no,
sound shady.
there's no difference than guys that do it for football.
Hang
They
on, I
handicap.
have something. You know,
Can you
right,
hear us?
right. People do it for football and games like
Yeah,
that too.
right.
They make their pick.
They've been
So do
doing it for
you
years.
so do you pick have you are you successful in it? Have you been picking like winners?
Hang on one second. I
Okay.
just have to, shut down something that's, reverbing.
You got to shut down your YouTube or just mute your YouTube.
You muted yourself.
You there?
Yes, we're
Yeah.
here.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let me take the questions one at a time. Angel, what's your question?
So are your picks are people successful? Are you successful in your
Oh,
pick?
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
I give
good.
out some big picks.
And do you bet on these horses yourself?
Yes, of course.
Oh, so you're winning. That's what I wanted to ask you.
Yes.
You Oh, okay. And so the people that are in your chat, they're winning as well?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
they
Oh, very
do.
good. Okay, that's good. So you're a successful handicapper, is that what you call it? I don't know anything about horse racing. I just know that I cared about somebody once very much, and he was the biggest degenerate gambler, and it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. So that's why I don't know much about anything with horse racing and gambling.
Okay, well, you don't have to. You know,
how,
it's one of those things.
how
But
much? How much do you charge for to pick one of your picks? How much do you charge? Or do you give out like three races, three picks for a certain price? How does it work?
I look at the races, I look at the charts, and I find the best races, combinations of races that offer some value, and a long shot can come in. And I use the Ragozin sheets. Have you heard of them?
No, I haven't bet horses in years, so I
Okay,
have no
the
idea.
Ragozin sheets are they cost about $35 a day to get these picks and these numbers, and you can line up the horses and see the ones that are going to come in, and especially the long shots, and that's what I do.
That's really interesting. So now, what Tommy asked you is, do you charge people for your picks?
Yeah, yeah, $10 a day, and that's a steal, Angel.
Yeah, no, I agree. But how do you
No,
do it?
it's a
Do you
steal because one race you can make hundreds.
right? No, I agree. But what I'm saying is, like, how do you do it? You do this in the chat. You give them.
No, no, no,
Oh, okay.
no. When I go in the chat, I do it a different way. But when I charge the people privately, you know, I charge them the money each day.
Oh, I see. Okay, so you have a private thing on the side, and then when
Right.
you're on YouTube, how do you do it?
I just give out the picks
You
on
give
my
it for
own.
free? You give it
Yes,
for
Yeah,
free on
yeah.
YouTube?
It gives
yes.
Really?
it's advertisement. He's giving a freebie for advertisement.
I see.
Exactly. Right, real deal.
That's right. Oh,
Why?
wow, that's cool, Al. Really
That's
good.
why I'm called the real deal.
Well, listen, Angel, I'm going to go. I want to
Hey,
thank
Al, it
you.
was really interesting speaking to you. Very nice
And it was
speaking to
great
you.
having, yeah, thanks for having me on.
Anytime.
You know,
Anytime.
best to you.
And same to you. And thank you. Anytime.
Okay, Angel.
All right. And good
Have a
luck.
good night,
Take
You
care.
everyone.
Have
too.
a good
Good
night.
luck.
Take care.
Good
Good
luck.
night, all.
Well, that was nice.
Yeah,
That was interesting.
yeah.
I don't
You
I
gotta.
don't I don't
You
like
gotta.
gambling. I'm not a gambler. Um I don't like it at all. But that was interesting. I mean, if you could stay within your means, you know.
Well, that's the problem. That's what you know. My old man used to tell me, "Show me a gambler, and I'll show you a dreamer." In other words, you can't win. You can't win.
Yeah, I know. I know. Believe me when I tell you, I know. Oh my God, it was devastating. Yeah, I'll
I
never
just,
get involved with that again, ever. Uh, Liberal candy ass, how are you? Lee Cole asked the question that no one ever asked that shriveled little penis Gravano. Salute to you, Lee Cole. Thank you, liberal candy ass. DJ Shark Hitter, it says your device is not connected. All right, there we go. Hello, DJ Shark Hitter. How are you?
what's up, DJ?
We can't hear you.
You're
Yeah, we can't.
muted.
We
We
can't
can
hear
see you, but
you.
we can't hear you. There's no
We
audio.
can see you, but we can't hear you. Nope. And you're not even muted, so I don't know what you have going on there. And Tony Silo says, I support Lee Cole. Good work. I agree, Tony Silo. Jack Ruby says, a lot of gas money to be sucker punched. Yeah, well, a lot of gas money to make a woman very happy. Mark Schumacher. I didn't trash anybody. You're wrong big time. Did I say you trashed anybody?
Does somebody have a guilty conscience?
I don't know. I didn't say that Mark Schumacher trashed anybody. Jack Ruby says, Mark, tell them you want recipes. I don't know what that means.
I think he meant to say receipts.
Oh, receipts. Okay. DJ Shock Hitter, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm working on it.
Oh, there you are. We can hear you now.
Yeah, I was just I was saying hello to everyone, checking in, seeing how everyone is. How you doing, Tommy Real Deal, Marla, Angel? Always staying in contact. Just checking in, you know, making sure everything's safe and sound.
How you doing, DJ?
Johnny says, I am friends with Karen Gravano. Well, good for you. Whoop-de-doo.
Oh, wow. Let me do a cartwheel. Hang on.
Sitting here watching a little TV, watching Cheech and Chong.
Oh, Cheech and Chong, really?
Yeah, some old things. Like to have a little good time. I wrote a song too for your dad, Angel.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did that one. I'll send you the link to it, maybe through by email if you want to check it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have been a silent watcher for Gravano to kill a 16-year-old kid is pure evil. I agree.
There's a theme too.
So what is your take on I'd like both of your opinions on the whole Lee Cole and Gravano thing.
You want to go first, Tommy?
Yeah. Well, first of all, Lee was in his car in a parking lot. Those two guys were sitting on a bench. It would look like what do you call those? Like a medium, but it's not a medium for cars. With the like a bus stop with the shelter, but that only this was long, covering the medium. They're sitting on a bench just getting fresh air. And Lee happened to catch him. That's all. So Lee asked him the question. Now, Sammy was walking over, all hunched over, walking real slow. And he wasn't. I don't think he knew his son was going to do that. But we asked him a question that his son didn't like, and you see what happened after that. I think Lee wanted to have a conversation with Sammy, and it wasn't going to go any further after that question. That's what I think.
Mm-hmm. And you, DJ Shockhead.
Yeah, and from what I saw of the video, Lee was very respectful.
Exactly.
With the conversation. He didn't make any threats, and what I saw is Sammy was starting to approach the car by himself, and then the son jumped up and went behind his father, and then saw that he did have a camera. I heard him shout that, "Oh, he's got a camera! He's filming us." But Sammy wasn't, approaching in a threatening way towards Lee. It was the son that, from what I saw, tried to intercede something that didn't need to be done to Lee. He was being a gentleman.
Right.
So
he was trying to take his phone.
Yeah,
exactly. He was trying to get his phone. See,
anything that somebody tries to take from a person that's on a person is known as stealing. According according, to the penal law codes.
Yeah, petty theft.
So Lee
I don't
had a
know.
right
I don't
to
know.
defend himself.
He definitely did have the right, but that's a good point that you made. Like that could have went further. Lee could have got like a scoop that nobody else had. If that would have went further, he could have said, "Well, why are you saying that? You never apologized to the family, and you never apologized. I mean, you never spoke to the family, and you never apologized. You never even say that his name. You keep calling him the kid." So that could have went further, but the son didn't want it to.
Well, on the psychological outcome with Sammy is what he's done is blocked what he's done out of his head to block it with a different word, which is that kid.
Is what? I'm sorry. What'd you say, DJ?
Sammy has learned to psychologically block that out of his head.
Exactly.
That's the way he taught himself to deal with his consequences that he did to an innocent person.
Okay, but why the first time around he lied and said the kid was high on drugs and was committing suicide by running towards them? And he even the second time said that the kid was running towards them, which wasn't the case at all.
From what I understood,
I showed the death certificate.
Yeah.
The kid was shot in the back of the head.
yeah, he was shot in the back of the head, and that's why they had the closed casket, because his face was
Exactly.
he was missing his face. That's why they couldn't identify him.
No. Her husband identified him.
Right.
Joy's husband identified him.
Yeah, he was the only one that could identify him because nobody else could, which I think is horrible.
Yeah, absolutely horrible. 3 days after his 16th birthday. He wasn't 17. He was 16 years old. He just turned 16 years old. I know some people say that he was 17. He was not 17. He was 16.
No.
Yeah, I know. Even at 17,
It's
just
still a
as
kid.
horrible.
I don't even understand the relevance of that. A kid is a kid.
Yeah.
Well, the fact of the matter is that it was 2 days after his birthday,
Yes.
or a day after his birthday. It's a whole sad situation all the way around.
Yeah.
And I just want to say another thing because I just got an email. I went to go check it out. I always thought very highly of Stacks, and I had a paid membership, and I canceled it today. And I canceled it because Stacks is platforming a rat named Andrew D. Donato, who is on the same scale as a liar as A-Light is. So Andrew D. Donato is to the Carrazos what A-Light was to us. He's a master liar. The Carrazos, everything that came out of that guy's mouth is nothing but a lie. So, Stacks, I hope it was worth it to you because I'm done. Done with you. What's that noise? Who's got a TV playing in the background?
Not me.
Not me.
Oh. Uh-oh. You have a TV in your background, DJ Shock Hitter? Hello? I don't think he could hear us. Hello?
You hear me?
Now we hear you, but we hear your TV more than you.
Yeah, I muted the mic.
Yeah, it's you. It's you, DJ. Hi, Kate Goody. Thank you so much, Kate Goody. You are a sweetheart. Every show, Kate Goody comes and gives us this donation. Thank you very, very much, Kate Goody. You are a doll. It really is.
Yeah, she is.
Is it
Hey,
a
goody.
how do you know if it's a girl or a boy?
Well, guys don't give away $10 every day, every show.
Oh, you think so?
I
Hello
don't
there,
know.
Rusty
I'm just
Shackelford.
taking a shot.
Rusty Shackelford, we haven't seen you in a very long time, and I don't understand what you wrote on the bottom. I can't understand that.
Kay
But
Goody
hi,
said
it's
he's
nice
a
to
guy.
see you. What
Give it a
happened?
shot.
Kay Goody's a guy.
Oh, he is? Okay. Okay. Usually, if there is a witness in Brooklyn, they know better than to come forward. Many people witness things in New York City and never said a word. Well, guess what? The guy Aldo, that was their intended target, uh, never testified, never told on Gravano, never told on anybody, just took off, and that was the end of him. And poor Alan is dead. And it's a shame. It really is a shame. Because you know what? If that guy Aldo would have testified, he could have saved a whole bunch of people a whole bunch of grief. If it brought happiness to Joy and her family, it's good for me. Exactly. That's all that matters. I remember his face on the rat. Yeah, exactly. On the New York Post, they put him on the cover, or the Daily News, one of them. They
Yeah.
put
I
him as a
remember that.
rat. Yeah. Oh, sure you would. No, I would punch someone who has been bashing me online and then showed up. You ask for it when you show up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I know. Gravano and his son are well aware of who Cole is. They knew. Oh, I read that already, didn't I?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. I got to catch up.
First of all, Sammy probably has camera access around those buildings because he lives in the
There's
building.
cameras all over the parking lot.
Yeah, I'm sure Sammy knew that somebody was behind his house or his apartment.
He don't have an apartment. He lives in a warehouse.
Right. And those things have cameras all over.
Well,
Yeah, exactly. Let me just read this. Jane, I'm so sorry. Had an accident in the shower. My heart started racing, got dizzy, couldn't breathe, and I fell. Don't know why I get this way, but I'm here now. Hello, everyone. You better go to a doctor.
Yeah.
Definitely better go to a doctor, and you better get your blood pressure checked.
yeah. It
I
sounds like
hope you
it's
feel better.
low blood pressure.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on, Tony Silo, but I blocked him, so I don't know. He's not here to answer you anymore.
Who's that? I blocked
J.R.
you.
Boston. What?
No, I blocked somebody else that was making a smart ass comment
Oops, hold
about
on.
Tony.
Who did you block?
I can't remember. It was far back, but just before Tony came on, he was talking about SoFlo. Why did SoFlo go after Tony Silo? What do you got to say about that, Silo? I know it's bullshit, so that's why I blocked the guy. Just starting trouble.
But what does it have to do with his son? He's saying somebody said something
Oh
about his
no,
son.
that must have been a different guy. I don't I don't know. I don't know who that is.
Mob Talk Radio is saying hello from the Porcelain Palace. Now, the reason why he's on at the Porcelain Palace is because he is going for his colonoscopy tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Thank you for sharing that.
Oh,
You shared it.
oh, by the way, Nick Kanakis is out of the hospital.
Oh, good.
Uh,
Okay, good.
he's but he was telling me that the hole in his colon was from diverticulitis, and they had to take a part of it. This is what he said to me. They had to take that a part of something and put a patch on that hole. Um, but that patch is going to die. That skin's going to die, and he's going to have to go back for another surgery to have a colonoscopy bag put on.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so he's out of the hospital. He's home. Um, he's still having issues as far as going to the bathroom and all that. But hey, he was close to dying. There was no doubt about it.
Oh, wow. But
What
he's
happened? What
okay
happened?
now.
What happened was, yeah, he
Okay.
he gets kidney stones a lot, so he was in a lot of pain. And his son, whose name is Mateo, I love that name, uh, said he was going to call 911. He called the ambulance for him, so he must have been in some severe pain. And the ambulance showed up with the EMTs. They took his vitals, and he says everything is normal. Uh, and so he let the ambulance go away. Well, that night or early the next morning, he was doubled over, and he told his wife or his son to call 911. And they took him to the hospital, and the doctor said if it would have been 2 more hours, he would have been dead because he had sepsis and he went into septic shock. So he was in intensive care for a week, and then he was in another unit, ICU, not ICU, the next level down from ICU. And then he was moved to another room, and then they discharged him. But he's still not out of the woods. So, but he's better. Let's put it that way.
Okay, good. Hi, Wise Up Show.
And he
Hi,
wanted to thank
Ralphie.
he
What's
wanted to
up?
thank everybody for the prayers.
Oh, good. Okay, good. And Rusty Shackelford, I haven't seen you in so long, and you come back to leave something like this. Would Alan Kaiser want this? Two wrongs don't make a right. Oh God. Let's see. Angel, just noticed the wrench. Thank you, hon. You know how long you've had that, Ralph? That's been there a while. I gave that to you a while ago.
Speaking of wrenches, you got some unhappy customers in the chat.
Oh, really? Do I really?
What did you do?
I don't know.
We'll be going out to see Uncle Adam soon.
Oh, are you really? How's he
Yeah,
doing?
he's doing good. Just keep it to himself. But
Good. Good for him.
yeah. So maybe he
Okay,
invited me to
bye.
come next week. Maybe.
Oh, you're going to see him next week?
Yeah. Perhaps. Yeah.
If you come in here and you call somebody on the panel a perverted name, you're booted. Bye. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So that's it. I just want to run that by you.
So you're going to see Adam. I'm glad.
Yeah. I like hanging out with him. He's a fun guy.
Oh, this is good. This is funny. Why is there no horse shit on the racetrack? Because all the horses' asses are in the stands. Bookie's
Speaking of
made
Uncle Adam,
millions.
right?
What? Speaking of Uncle Adam, yeah. Let's see. Okay. I don't like animal abuse, Giovanni. Okay. Rip up. You people are so cruel. You really are. Ugh. Hi, Andy. Great to see how all the street guys all love a child killer. Thank you, Andy. 100%. Great to see how all the street guys all love a child killer. Exactly.
Yeah. All the fake street guys.
Yeah, fake is right. Hiya, Angel, Marla, Real Deal, and chats. Sending good energy to everyone. Thank you, Jen and Barrett. Thank you. Tony Silo says, facts. Lee asked the rat what Joy and her family deserve to be asked. Exactly. Oh, that's mean. I can't put that up. Oh, Wise Up Show. You want to come on? Okie dokies. Wise Up Show. I'm dropping the link for you. Although I'm always behind in the chat. You're probably sleeping now. Everybody knows I'm always behind. Okay. Driving and listening. Be careful, Angela. I don't know what happened, but is Lee okay? Yes, Lee is fine. He's just he's feeling under the weather. He's got a bad cold and a cough. Liberal Candy Ass says Gravano has been a snake his whole life. I believe they were plotting on Lee as they were approaching Lee's car. Maybe. Oop. All right, the dogs are gonna stop barking. I'm going to mute because my daughter is home. So Marla, can you take over?
I will take over.
Oh, thank you. I just got a cash app. Thank you so much, Gerard. Gerard, thank you, thank you, thank you for roses. Thank you.
Oh, can we see your face, Wise Up Show?
Hello, Ralph.
You want to see my face? Hold on a minute.
You know him.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey.
We see you. Give me 1 minute.
Jackie's home. Oh, we don't call her that anymore. Boston Neck. It's Little Vic now.
Hello, Marla. How are you? hon?
Hey, how are you?
Good. I never met you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's going on tonight?
Right now, I'm just hanging out, listening to Angel. It's a nice, quiet show.
What's going on, Wise Up Joe?
Real deal. How are you? I don't think I've ever met you, but I think I've seen you in other chats.
Yeah, didn't I see you in Dindu chat?
Yes, the Indus chat.
Yeah, we were on a panel together.
Yes, that's right. You sound just like Gerard.
Really?
I don't know if. Yeah, he's a listener. You sound just like him.
I know Gerard.
Yeah, you sound just like him. That's what I thought you were at first.
You remember I asked you if you were from Buffalo also?
Yes. Yeah. No, I'm originally from Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah, that's what you said.
Yeah, I grew up in Newark. Yeah, I grew up in Newark.
Yeah, because I know Todd Father and Dean Do. Well, let's put it this way. I know their families, and because they're younger than me. Everybody's younger than me.
No, I'm laughing because Todd Father just sent me a text message. these guys are crazy. I tell you. Hey, what happened to Sweetheart? Where'd she go?
Hello, I'm back. The dogs were barking, so I had to mute until my daughter gets in the house, and then
How
they
are you,
stop
hon?
barking. What'd you
You
say?
I said, how are you, hon? You have a nice, quiet show tonight.
Yes, thank God.
Very
Ralph,
relaxed. Very.
Ralph, I was listening to you this morning, and I love listening to your voice. I think you have the perfect radio voice.
Angel, I got I have to tell you something, and it's going to sound like I'm bragging. I hear that all the time. I don't. People tell me that all the time, but I just never got into radio. I should have, but I never did. I never
It's
did.
so relaxing listening to you. I'm dead serious. It
Well,
really is so relaxing.
well, let me put it this way: if you can never go to sleep, if you can't go to sleep, my voice.
I'm serious. And do you remember? Oh no, Marla, you don't know because it was on. Was it Mr. Smith's or no? It was Edwin's show when you sang. Oh, Ralph, it was so good. He
That
sang Frank Sinatra.
that song I sang to you.
Yes.
What
What
was it? Which one?
you? I think it was "You and Me" by Frank Sinatra.
I loved it.
Well, a lot of people don't know that I have a music channel. I don't really talk about it that much.
You
But
really should. Now you have a wrench. Drop it in the chat.
you said you gave me the wrench a long time ago. I never
A
knew that.
while ago, yeah. I can't do anything now because there's some kind of a glitch. Oh look, Gerard is here. There's some kind of a glitch right now. I can't see anything in the back. I can't see the wrench
Hi,
list.
Angel.
Hi, Gerard. I can't see the wrench list. I can't see anything. And I heard another content creator has the same problem. So there's some kind of glitch with YouTube.
Really?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so
Hi, Ralph.
I gave that to you a little while ago, Ralph.
Well, thank you.
Hi, Ralph. Hi, DJ. Hello, Real Deal, Tommy, and Marla. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
Hi,
Hey,
Gerard.
Gerard, how are you doing?
Thank you for that Cash App, Gerard.
Hi,
Oh, you're
Gerard.
welcome.
How are you, buddy? How are you, buddy?
Good. I was saying, I think, was it last night or the night before, Ralph, that you and I were on live? Was it last night or the night before? Ralph?
I think it was last. Was it last night or maybe it was the night before? I don't remember.
And I said the exact same thing, Angel. I said that Ralph had a radio voice. He has a wonderful voice, guys.
He
You did say
definitely
And he's
does.
also I don't know if you guys have seen his channel, but he can sing.
He
I
sang to me one night on Edwin's channel, on Edwin's show, and he has an amazing voice. I think that Ralph and Marla would make an excellent radio team.
Marla has a nice voice. She has a very nice. Angel, I always loved your accent.
I don't know why people say that. I heard somebody who said it. Was it Gunsmoke? Gunsmoke said that I have a Long Island accent. Gunsmoke, you little bozo. I did not grow up in Long Island. I was born in Brooklyn. I was there till I was 12. And then I moved to Queens. So I have a
Queens.
Brooklyn,
Yeah.
Queens accent, not a
You
Long
have
Right.
Island accent.
you have a Brooklyn accent. You have a Brooklyn
Yeah,
Queens accent.
Brooklyn
Definitely.
and Queens. But Angela's worse than me.
What does Angela have? What kind of dialect
She's
is that?
Brooklyn. But even though she's from Staten Island.
Let me answer liberal Candice. Liberal, I'm originally from the North Ward Forest Hill section in Newark.
Oh, right. You're from Jersey, Ralph. I forgot.
Yeah,
Right.
I grew up in Newark, New Jersey. I grew up in the Forest Hill North Ward section in Newark, which at that time, back in the day, was predominantly Italian. It was 97% Italian. The other 3% was like Irish and German and maybe some Polish, but that's it. But it was mostly all Italian. But
I
recently
That's
was
too.
interesting.
watching you. I was watching you one morning when you were circling the place where Frankie Valley was going to be, and a little crowd was outside, and you were going to go look for a parking spot.
Okay, that day Frankie Valley came,
Yes.
and I taped. They did a dedication to him. They named the street after him because that's where he grew up. He
Yeah.
grew up in Newark.
Yeah, and it wasn't. You said that it wasn't a good area anymore, or was it?
No, it's not a good area
It's
anymore. In
not a
fact,
good area. That's a
people that
shame.
the people that were there that lived there now they're wondering what the hell the Italian people were doing there.
Wow.
Well, no neighborhood ever stays the same. No neighborhood ever stays the same. It changes through the years.
I have to say, Howard Beach stayed the same.
Then Howard Beach is lucky.
Uh-huh.
It's lucky.
Well, I could say, I'm from Newburgh, so I don't know what type of voice I got now.
Where is Newburgh?
That's up near, it's Orange County.
Oh, wow.
You
Okay.
you have a northern cities accent, DJ. So it would be hard to pick out your accent from Buffalo, Cleveland, Detroit, or Chicago. Same with Tommy Real Deal.
Yeah.
Same with me.
Yeah. Well, a lot of times when I was in Chicago, when I was in the club, and a lot of the guys there sound like guys that I knew from Buffalo. The same
Exactly.
kind of slang and sayings.
Yeah.
Well, but everybody, when I first moved to Florida, everybody thought I was from Brooklyn. I don't know why, but that's what they said. My accent sounded like Brooklyn. And I don't think it does at all.
I don't think you sound like you're from Brooklyn.
Yeah, but
No,
Let me
you
just
don't
read
even
the
know.
liberal candy ass says Sarah Gravano called Alan a junkie, never says his name. Gravano never takes accountability for his actions. F him, he can rot in hell. I agree. I'm sorry, go ahead. Uh,
Hey, Angel, I thought of something new. Maybe you should do a game show called Name That Tune.
I don't think you can on here.
What about on Patreon? You can.
Yeah, if we ever go live on Patreon, yeah, I think so. I'm not sure about on here. Ralph, do you ever get in trouble for using somebody's music?
Uh, are you talking about when I actually sing and do the cover, or just a regular artist using their
No,
music?
when you actually sing.
No,
You don't
because
get any copyrights or anything?
because before I actually go to the studio to record the song, I the backtrack out first and make sure that it's okay before I record it. And then, I get done recording at the studio, then I upload it on YouTube, and I'll make sure that before I actually upload it, that there's no copyrights on it.
Okay, so if you sing a Frank Sinatra song, there's no copyright on it?
No copyright because the backtrack is the background music that I sing to.
Right.
There's no copyright on the backtrack. It's done by an artist that's unknown. But if I actually used Frank Sinatra's his actual instrumental, then I would get a copyright.
Oh, okay.
You see, the songs that I use to sing to, their backtrackings are done by artists that are unknown, so there's nothing to worry about a copyright strike. But like I said, if I was to use an artist's original instrumental to sing to that, then I would get struck on that.
Okay.
So that's all checked out before I actually upload the song.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay.
Checked out.
Yeah.
It's checked out actually before I go to the studio to record it. Because why should I go to the studio and record it if it's going to get struck?
But you need to. I don't even know about your music channel.
I don't really talk about it that much, Angel. I don't, I'm not shy, but I just don't talk about it that much. The other content creators talk about it more than I do. And I
Yeah.
always say, they say, Ralph, I always say I'm not a singer, I just sing. And they always say, what are you talking about? I said, well, I'm a singer. I sing. I'm not a singer. A singer is a person, my definition of a singer is a person that
Mhm.
performs in front of an audience and gets paid for it. I just sing because I sing. So they're always ribbing me, but I don't really advertise it. In fact, that's how I got started on YouTube, is through the music channel. I didn't know anything about subscriptions or reviews or any of that stuff. I just uploaded my songs for my kids so my kids can have it, to listen to. And then I met Stiggs, and then I was into podcasting 19 years ago when none of you were even around on YouTube. YouTube wasn't even around 19 years ago. So I did a podcasting show back in 2004 when it was only audio and you were only able to upload your songs, your shows on iTunes. So when I met Stiggs, we started talking, and I said, "Oh, okay." So he put the spark into me, and that's when I started the Wise Up Show. But I did this 19 years ago.
Oh, wow.
2005 is when YouTube came into existence. It was Valentine's Day, 2005. But before that, when anyone did a podcast, it was only audio. There was no video. There was no chats or likes or anything like that. You did your show, you uploaded it onto YouTube, onto iTunes, and that's how people listened to it. You didn't have any idea of how many people listened to your show or anything like
Oh,
that.
you didn't? They didn't have
No,
the number of views and stuff?
no, I had none of that. None of that. Back in podcasting started in 2006. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, 2006. That's when podcasting came into existence, and then from there, uh, from 2005 was when YouTube came into existence. But YouTube at that time was not known. I mean, it was unknown, and then it just got its popularity a couple of years after that, and then everybody started going on to YouTube. So now the technology has completely changed. You do a show, a podcast, you do video, you do audio, you upload it, you do live shows. There was no live shows back there then when you did a podcast. So everything has changed
Oh,
for the
wow.
better.
Hi, Jesse Roth. Thank you. Wait, so I'm sure they didn't have any of this, the hate and all the fighting and all of that on there
No,
then, right?
no, Angel, they had none of that because you have to remember there was no live shows. You couldn't do a live show. All you could do is record your podcast on audio, and then upload it to iTunes. There was no live shows. All this hate and stuff that you see on YouTube is because people do live shows or they do videos and they'll comment
See,
on it. You know,
I see.
all this hate, unnecessary fighting, this jealousy. It's all a bunch of it's nonsense. These people are all grown. It's supposed to be grown adults, mature adults. You understand what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Yeah, I
I'm gonna
do.
I'm gonna buzz out. I just wanted to come by and say hi to everybody.
Oh, thank you,
All right,
Gerard.
Gerard.
Thank you.
Stay well,
Okay,
buddy.
have a good
Take
night,
care,
everybody.
Gerard.
Take,
Have a
See
good
ya.
night, Gerard.
take care,
Hope to see you
Gerard.
soon.
So go ahead. I'm sorry,
He's a good
Ralph.
guy. He
So
started his own channel.
he is a good man. So anyway, so this all it is very, isn't it crazy? So immature the way they talk about women on here, the way they go after families. I think it's disgusting.
Angel, I could never. I mean, I could never talk. I mean, the way some men, and the men. I don't even call them men because the way that they talk to women on here is disgraceful.
It is.
Absolutely. I'm old school. I didn't grow up that way, and I couldn't do that. I couldn't even do that to a woman face to face. Talk to a woman like that.
Right.
It makes you wonder, these people, the way they act on YouTube, What are they like off of YouTube? The people that act this crazy on YouTube, I wouldn't want to be associated with them off of YouTube because what are they like off of YouTube?
Could you imagine?
It says a lot about their personality, and a lot of people hide behind the computer. They're brave and they're bold, and I kind of doubt that they would say the things that they say to a person in person. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
The computer. So if you meet them on the street, I kind of doubt they would say that those things to you that they say to you on YouTube if you met them on the street, because certainly, in my time they would get suckered right out, no questions asked.
Exactly.
They would suck. I mean, I grew up in a no nonsense era where, I mean, if you did something wrong and you got laid out, but you had to do something really wrong, and there was no questions asked. That's the kind of era that I grew up in. So, but I mean, the way that they act is disgraceful. The way that they talk, the way that they treat women, the things that they say. I don't have any of that on my show, and I won't put up with that shit. And everybody knows it. Not that I'm not trying to be a hard guy or anything or a hard ass, but I just don't put up on any of that shit. The trolls and all that nonsense. I just don't put up with it. I'm on here. I have fun. I do a show. I enjoy it. Whoever comes and listens. I don't care about numbers. I don't care about views. I don't have when I came on here, I don't have a goal in mind like some content creators do. I got to make 1,000 subs. I got to do this. I got to get this many views. No, I don't get involved in any of that stuff. Once in a while, I'll look at the analytics and that's it. But I don't get involved in that stuff. I'm on here to have fun, have a good time, give people some laughs, make them learn a little something, and that's it. That's basically it.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
how
I'm gonna sub to your show. I didn't even know you had a show.
Definitely real deal.
Oh,
Definitely.
you're more
love
than.
it.
Listen, anybody. Listen, everyone is welcome. Everyone is welcome. I turn no one away. Just don't be. I mean, wise up. Don't be wise.
Listen, I come from the same background as you're talking about. I'm probably a little bit older than you. That's the way it was when I grew up. I think today, a couple of generations before me, maybe 3 generations. I don't know who raised these kids because they're kids to me. Even though
real deal. Let me tell you something. Let me just tell you something. The era that I grew up in, which was basically the '60s, and I just mentioned this. I mean, when somebody did something wrong back in the day, and the guys that I hung around with, if somebody was in for it, the guy would come up to them. They wouldn't say a word. They would just get laid right out.
Exactly.
And that was it. And then, you want to know something? Sometimes they became the best of friends after that. Sometimes they became the best of friends, but it was a no-nonsense kind of era. You had to do something really, really bad for a guy to come up to you and lay you out. Yeah. And that's, and that's the way it was. It was a no-nonsense.
Take care, William Brooklyn. Have a good birthday.
Good night, William Brooklyn. Happy birthday.
Good night, William Brooklyn.
So go ahead, Ralph.
I got to tell you something. I feel sorry for the generation that is now. They have no backbone whatsoever, these kids. These kids have no backbone.
Well, yeah, they're not being raised right. I'm from the 60s, too. I was born in 47. So, 60s, I was in high school, the early 60s. So I know what you're talking about.
That was a good time for you, real deal.
Yeah.
The 60s, being in high school.
Yeah.
I wish I
was the best time of my life.
Yeah, that was a good era to be in high school in the 60s. It was a lot of fun. See, in the 60s with me, I was toward the end of the 60s and with the hippie era and the peace, love, and all that. Then I got into the 70s and then I changed over to disco. I was really, really big into the disco era. And I mean, I've been to every club you could think of back then. The disco era was a great era. It really was. I mean, I had so much fun.
I hit them all.
I had so much fun. And then when the '80s came, you know, then I ended up getting married. So I was out of everything.
Yeah.
If my son ever talked to a woman the way that some of these people talk to women on here, I can't tell you. Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm the same way. My son, well, I taught him since he was a little kid. You respect women, respect their
Exactly.
elders, open the door, say please and thank you. And if I ever catch you saying something disrespectful to an elder or a woman, even if they're not a lot older than you, you're going to be in trouble with me. And
Yeah.
you know what? That's all I had to teach them. You teach them when they're young, when they're like their brains are like little sponges, and it'll carry on. You know, you can't start teaching them when they're 16, 17, 18 years old. They're not going to
No, you
listen.
have to teach them young. You know something, real deal? My father always took credit for the way that my son was because he always took the credit for him because
Yeah,
he say he spent the most time with me. And he was very, very proud of how my son was. Very
yeah. Well,
proud.
that's well, he should as he should be.
Exactly. That's a problem today.
Yeah, you're
Oh
right.
boy.
You have to teach them young. I mean, you know, a lot of the parents today don't, you know, they just, I don't know, they don't do that, you know. I tell you what I heard a lot of when I was a kid. You wait till your father gets home.
Yeah, me
Oh,
too.
You wait till your father gets home.
And I
that was
don't
the
even
most
know
thing.
why. Yeah, I don't even know why she used to say it because he never hit us. So,
Yeah.
like
Well, my mother used to say that too, but she never told them.
Yeah, mine too.
'Cause-
She never said told my father, but
yeah.
she would always say
Sometimes mine,
that.
yeah.
You wait till
Uh,
your father gets home. Mama, please don't tell daddy. Don't tell daddy.
yeah.
And let me tell you
Oh
something. We
boy.
were really afraid. I was really afraid too.
oh, I was
Oh,
terrified.
you better believe it. I still got holes in my shins from my father
Oh my
kicking me with
God.
those Stetson
You know,
shoes.
I got to tell you something. One time, there was no racism in my house. You know, back in the day, my mother and father were not prejudiced, but back then, uh, it was, you know, kind of like you marry into your own nationality. You marry a nice Italian girl. So one time, we were at the dinner table, and I was 16, and my father's eating. He's got his head down, and I said to him, Dad, I said, what would you do if I brought a black girl home? Well, he stopped eating. He just looked up at me. He stared at me, and then he looked back down at his food. And that was the look. It was called the look.
The
All your
look.
parents had to do was look at you, and you knew that, you know, you didn't do anything. You didn't say anything any further, and you let it go, or you behaved yourself, and that's the way it was, you know. But yeah, I remember that very vividly. You know, all he had to do was give me one look. It wasn't that he was prejudiced. He just you know, because my mother and father never mentioned the N word or any of that in my household when I was a kid.
Hmm.
It's just that back then in the '60s, they wanted you to marry into your own nationality. You know, I
Yeah.
guess maybe that was a form of prejudice. I don't know, but other than that, I mean, that's the only time. And I said that kiddingly. But he thought I was serious.
Well, don't forget, your parents were brought up from most likely your grandparents from the old country.
Yeah, that came from Italy. Yeah,
Okay, so don't forget when the old timers came over this country, they were frowned upon and discriminated against. So they stayed within their own culture, and so they passed that on to their offspring, which is your mother and father. Because I went through the same thing. When I came home and told my father, "Oh, I met a girl. What's her name? What's her last name?"
right.
That's what he would ask me. Yeah, that's just the way it was.
Well, I
But
think
they were a product of their environment, just like we are a product of their parents' environment. We're a product of our parents' environment.
Well, you want to
exactly.
hear a shocker?
Yeah.
Um, when I think I was 18, I was dating somebody who was Irish. really, really nice boy, right? My father even got him a job. My father really liked him, and he got him a job, and he just retired from that job, like I think 4 or 5 years ago. My father didn't care. He didn't care that he was Irish. Didn't bother him.
That's good.
Yeah,
Boston Nick, you're right. One color and it's red. We all bleed.
exactly.
We all,
for
no
sure.
matter what race, no matter what race you are, we all cry, we all laugh, we all have emotions, we all bleed. The only difference is the color of our skin. That's the only thing that's different.
You know, when I went to high school, 3% of my school, because it was an Italian area, 3% of it was black. And two guys that was in my senior year, or my freshman, sophomore, senior, they became one of my best friends in school. And when I was in the service, the same thing. They were my best friends, so there was no discrimination on my part, and I wasn't brought up that way. It's just that like you said.
I have friends of many nationalities today. I
Oh,
mean,
me too.
just
Me too.
I never even look at that. I don't even look at the color. I don't even think about that. I
No,
take them for who they are and what they are.
no. Being in Florida, I have a lot of Latino friends. You
Oh,
know,
you're in Florida, real deal?
yeah, yeah. I've been down here for
So
it's
you have a
going
lot
on
of Latino friends, you said?
30 years. Yeah, 30 years. Yeah, yeah. I'm in Central Florida, and a lot of Puerto Ricans came to Kissimmee, where I live in Kissimmee, especially after the hurricane that hit Puerto Rico. We imported 200,000 Puerto Ricans, which they're part of the United States, by the way. They're a
Yeah, they are.
territory
Yeah.
of the United
Yeah.
States, so they're Americans. Um, and they're especially like the kids that live across the building across from me. I call them kids. They must be in their late 30s, but they're very respectful. They're always going to help you out. If I'm sick or anything like that. And if you remember on the Patreon, Angel, when I was telling the story about that crazy woman that came and
Yeah,
bothered me at my house,
exactly.
those young people across the hall, that young woman, she gave her a piece of her mind and said, "Don't bother that man." I mean, they're just nice people. So everybody just wants to live and be. Listen, humanity, be nice to each other. But there's nothing wrong with that.
Real deal. I always say it doesn't cost anything to be nice, but it costs everything to be
No,
nasty. What does it cost to
yeah,
be nice? Nothing. Nothing.
nothing,
You know.
nothing at all. You have to go out of your way to be a bitch or to be a prick.
It doesn't pay. You get you get back what you put out. You get back what you put out. Karma's a bitch. You know, it really is.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Doesn't cost anything to be
Unbelievable.
nice.
Or what or you won't believe what your kid did. Now it's only your child. What happened to our? Yeah, my mother would do things like that. Your son, your daughter, your son, your daughter.
That's so true.
Right? Isn't that so true?
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
But
Yeah,
yet when
how
you
did I
did
hear that?
something really good, they'd say, my daughter, my son. It's so funny. It's so funny.
Am I still making noise?
Yeah.
All right. It's my earbuds. How about now?
I don't know how to do that, Boston Nick.
It sounds a little
How about
better.
now?
It sounds a little better, yeah. Yeah, that was coming from you. I couldn't figure out who it was coming from. Oh, where'd he go? Well,
Where'd he go? You lost him.
You just kicked yourself right off,
Okay.
real
The
deal.
real chat.
Yes,
All right,
I
Angel and
believe in
Marla.
karma.
I gotta get going to bed. I gotta get up early tomorrow for work.
Ralph, it was such a pleasure. Please come back again.
I
Thanks for
will.
coming
Thank you so
on.
much for Thank you so much for having me on.
No, it was a total pleasure. It was very nice having you.
Marla, nice meeting you, hon.
Nice meeting you. Thanks for coming on.
Everyone have a good night. God bless.
You too, Ralph. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Check you out too, Ralph.
You're welcome. Take care now.
Good
All right.
night.
Baruch Hashem.
Yeah, he's got to drop his channel. Before you go, drop your channel, Ralph. Drop it in the in the chat. Everybody, please give him a sub. I promise you, you will love it. His voice is so calming, and in the morning he sits in his car before work and he talks. It's really good. And then Sunday nights he does something. He does a show on Sunday nights, and then he has the music channel. I don't know where to find the music channel, but he has a really good voice. Really, really good. Ciao, Ralph. Good night, Ralph. Everybody saying good night to Ralph. Let's see. Timmy Irish says Puerto Rican people are part of the fabric of New York. Yes. Let's see. Anything else? Karma is inescapable. I believe in that. I believe in karma. 100% I believe in karma. How about you? Marla, are you still with us?
I'm with you, but no,
Okay.
I don't believe in karma. No.
How about you, DJ? Oh, I keep unmuting
Tonight?
you. Go ahead. What?
About ready to call it a night myself.
Okie dokes.
Yeah. Gotta work.
Thank you very, very much, DJ Sharkhitter.
Take care.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Good night.
You take
All right.
care.
Take
You
care.
take care. Thank you.
El familia.
Come back. That was really nice tonight, Marla, right?
It was, yeah.
Okay, it was a little rough in the beginning, but I think that was really good. My phone was dying. Okay. Zio Lesso says, I do have a great voice. No, Zio Lesso, you do not.
Oh my God.
I can't even imagine that scratchety voice singing, just like you can't imagine my scratchety voice singing. But Ralph really does. I mean, he sang one night to me and I had goosebumps.
Aw.
I'm not kidding. He was really good. Oh, let's see. What else?
No, I can't do that. He was telling me to go inside of Real Deal's box and hit the noise cancellation, but I don't have that option on my end.
You don't know how to do that?
I was just trying to follow what he said. He was trying to guide me in the chat, but I couldn't do the noise.
Yes, you could. Look, do you see mine in your box right there?
Yeah.
Okay, what do you see? Do you see like the microphone and then the 3 dots?
Yeah.
Hit my microphone.
Oh.
Host has muted your mic.
Oh, but he wanted me to hit a noise cancellation thing.
No, you just hit his mic.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Duh. Okay. Now I get it.
Okay, you do have that option. You can mute any one of us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I do it all the time. Azio says I said I believe in karma. He said he believes in caramel. What do you think of that?
It's been a good night. Don't ruin it.
Boston Nick says, treat people that you want to be treated. Karma. And then Brian G said, Zio, you're not funny.
He's not a fan. He's not a fan of your humor.
Yeah. Voice of an angel. I don't know who you're talking about. Thank you so much, Carol. Great show, Angel and Marla. Thank you,
Thank
thank
you,
you,
Carol.
thank you. Zio said he has the voice of an angel. I disagree, Zio. I I think you have the voice of something else. Certainly not an angel. Have a good night. All horse racing all the time. It was so nice to have him on here. It really was.
was.
That was interesting, right?
Yeah, I kind of remembering when he had the other chat.
Yes.
I mean, the other channel.
The other channel, yes.
Yeah.
But we should check out his channel. But then he didn't tell us what his channel was. He just said he has a website, right?
I think he does
tomorrow.
this
Yeah, tomorrow I'll be able to check out his channel.
Okay, there's the Wise Up guy. That's his link.
Oh, good. Okay, everybody, please give the Wise Up guy a sub, please. Yeah, all are welcome. He really does have a great channel. If you click on that, sub to him, you won't regret it. I'm telling you, you will not regret it. He always talks about something very interesting.
I just subbed.
Oh, good, good. Okay, very good. Liberal Candy ass. Now that it was pointed out, Marla does have a nice, relaxing voice. Yes, she does. She definitely does. I think her and Wise Up Show together would be great. Really
Are you
great.
trying to get rid of me, Angel?
Not at all. No, 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 no. Absolutely not. I'm just saying, to hear both your voices together it was like, wow. Oh, good, real deal. Oh, good. Thank you, Mark Schumacher. So you got Boston Nick too. Very good. Thank you. Oh, Boston Nick said, let's see. Boston Nick says he knows his horse racing for sure. Oh, good, good. Maybe you could drop Al's link too, Boston Nick. You know his channel? Maybe you could drop that too for me, please. Oh, and there's his music channel. Oh, I gotta click on that. Wait, I gotta click on Ralph's music channel because I don't know where that is. Hold on, let me get it. Let me see. You have to go out of StreamYard to do this. Hold on.
Can't you do it on your phone?
No, wait. I never even thought of that, doing it on my phone. Hold on. Here's his music channel. Let me click on it. Go to channel.
I like that Liberal Candy ass, the spiritual gangsta.
Ooh, I just subbed, Ralph. Okay, just subbed. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is the Wise Up Show. That's not the music channel. Hold on. That's not the music channel. What did I just do? My music channel? Or maybe I've got the wrong channel. Hold on. Here's the Wise Up. Okay. Yeah, you didn't put your music channel, Ralph. I'm keep going to your Wise Up Show. I'm like, I'm already subbed to that. Let's see. YouTube. Well, okay, there's Al's channel. See, Al, we dropped your channel. Hopefully we get you some subs. Oh, look, he's got 3,000 subs. We'll sub. I just subbed. Okay. Subscribe to Nick's show. Who's Nick? Oh, Nick. That's right. Nick has one too. Nick, did you drop yours? He's dropping everybody else's channel but his own. I'm already subbed to his channel though. Benny, Ralph the Drive cover song you did was great. Yes. Subscribe. No, it's okay. I just like helping. No, you could drop your channel too. So, Marla,
Yes.
anything else you want to get off your chest?
Car is so loud.
Yeah, I don't know. You sitting on top of the highway?
No, my window's open.
Oh, okay.
But that's loud. You can hear it. I hate that.
Yeah, it's very loud. Same here, Angel. Oh, wait, I'm in the wrong thing. Sorry. Same here, Angel. Yeah, that I don't believe what you're saying is true. I think that the could have done it right from the car. If he would have got out, then it would have been, oh, he came and he was gonna hit them. That's ridiculous. Doo Brown, good night. As soon as that gets fixed, Doo Brown will get you unblocked. I don't even know who blocked you and why. But we'll get that. Oh, so I wanted to say one thing. I saw never mind, I better not bring that up. It's not a good idea.
What?
But no.
Gosh.
Nah. All right, I might as well just say it. So I see Joey Merlino and I follow each other on not on Instagram, on Twitter. And I saw his new what do you call it? Not avatar. Yeah, avatar profile picture. And it was really cute. And I retweeted it. So everyone who's on Twitter, you can find Joey Merlino on there. And check out his I don't know what it is yet, his podcast.
Yeah, I think he's going to start a podcast.
Yeah, that I know, but I don't know where it's at. It's not on YouTube. It's somewhere else, I think.
Oh,
but it's a cute little avatar, very cute. But I'm gonna tell him if he needs a intro guy, I got a guy for him. Because I heard he doesn't have a nice intro. I'll get you a real nice intro.
we know a guy.
We know a guy. That's what I'm going to tell him. Hey, I know a guy. You want to do an intro? I know a guy. Joey is doing a sports betting podcast, I think, on Instagram. I don't think it's on Instagram. He has a YouTube show also. Oh, okay, he does. All right. Well, we got to get him a good intro. Liberal Candy says, I got a guy. And Fitness After 60 says, I know a guy who knows a guy. Yeah, but I know the best guy. Oh, it's called The Skinny with Joey Merlino. Okay.
Is it new?
I don't think did it start yet, Brian G? Nick, it's not coming up. Brian G, did he start it yet or no? Hi, Dragon 1982. How are you, Dragon? Hi, Dubs. I know a guy who's got a guy who has a guy. We all know guys. When does he start, Gianni? When does it start? Episode 1.
Oh, today.
Came out today. How was it? What was it about? Joey Merlino Sports Podcast will give out picks in sports just like we were talking about. Oh, okay. So that's what his channel is about?
Oh, okay.
Because I saw something else somewhere. I don't remember where. Somewhere they were saying that he was going to talk about the rats who ratted against him. I didn't see that happening, but anybody know what today was about? It's It's about sports and picks. Okay. So it's all about sports.
Yeah.
Who was his first guest that he had on? I heard it was supposed to be somebody big. Joey Merlino Sports Podcast. There will be out picks in sports, just like we were talking about. Okay. Who was his first guest? It's not up yet, just shorts. Huh? Somebody said it was up already. It started.
Are we talking on YouTube or whatever he's doing off YouTube?
Oh, Gianni says it's good. He talked about the Donald Trump photo, tons of sports, and then he said he's going to expose his rats. Okay. He has a co-host, a young guy. Well, I think I'm gonna go sub to him. I want to see him expose his rats. It's definitely sports pick, but I'm sure he'll throw some digs out there on rats. I know one who after he ratted kept getting himself in trouble and the government did nothing. Kept getting in trouble and threatening people, threatening women, leaving disgusting messages on somebody's answering machine. It was for a woman. Pig. It's such ugh. And the government did nothing about it. Never go back to jail. But whatever. I hope he roasts Rubio. Sounds like a YouTube. Oh, that's not nice. Fitness after 60. Yes, go check. I just watched it. Okay, good. All right, very good. You gonna check it out, Marla?
I'll look at it real quick.
Okay.
I don't know much about this sports
Yeah,
betting.
see?
I don't know how they do that.
He already has two. Oh, is it 217,000 or 2017? The gov.
Oh, okay. I see it.
How many does he have? 217 or 2017?
2000.
Oh, he's gonna get watch. He's gonna get a whole lot more. He's gonna blow up. Oh, 2000. Okay.
Yeah,
So
2000.
he'll get a lot more followers, especially when he starts talking about the rats. His channel will really blow up. Subscribe to Merlino. Okay. Everybody subscribing to him. I don't know who a Joe Snuff is. Subscribed. Okay, good. So people are subscribing. Did you subscribe?
Yes.
Marla?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
I'll
good.
check it out.
Is he the first non-rat with a channel? I think so. I think so. Good night, Angel, Marla, and everybody in the chat. Good night, Fitness
Good
after
night,
60.
Fitness.
And thank you. Tower King 1970. Hey guys, poor Gravano. Give me a break. Think about all the misery that F has inflicted over the last 50 years. Next time Lee goes on a road trip, I'm going to ride with him. Good for you, Tower King 1970. Good for you. Joe Snuff is his partner. Yeah, I know that, Tony Silo. I just don't know anything about him. Like, who is he? Is he a radio guy? Is he who? Angel, when you get a chance, I wanted you to see my granddaughter singing Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star. It's adorable. I saw something in shorts. Is that your granddaughter? I saw something. Angel voice or something like that. Was that your granddaughter? We have to check that out. Dragon, you have a channel? Because you have a wrench. Drop your channel. A handicapper with sports. Oh, okay. That's who his partner is. Okay. Joe Snuff. Oh, okay. Joe Snuff is a sports handicapper. Okay. That is real name, Snuff.
I believe so. That's what everybody's saying.
So, Dragon, you drop your channel if you have one. We have 6 more minutes and we hit 3 hours. You want to call it a night at that moment? Hi, itty bitty Nita.
Yes. Hey, itty bitty.
Yeah, how is Jen, Tony? No, his name is Joe Perry. Okay, so that's a nickname. All right. I see. I'm just waiting for Dragon to drop his channel and then we could call it a night. Tonight was really good.
It was relaxing.
Yeah, it was good. Just okay, I think we are done. Let me see. Did I put any pictures in here? Let's see. Oop. Let me see. Let me see. No, all old stuff. How about, let's see. What's this in here?
What?
I'm looking. Hold on. Let me just see what this is. Okay, it's not letting me click on it. So there goes that. And he evil, evil, evil. Oh.
Hello?
Yeah.
That word is popular tonight, isn't it?
What is it?
Gangsta.
Why are they bothering you?
No, the video. Did you see it?
Oh yeah. That's I think Mob Talk Radio made that for me. I think he made that for me. Oh, that's the one with the with the Cadillac on the shoes. The little Cadillac emblem on the shoes.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, that got me demonetized on one video. When I showed that video, they wouldn't monetize it. Okay. Marla, I think we are good to go. Are you
Alrighty
good to
then.
go? You ready?
I'm ready.
Everybody, I didn't hear any thunder coming from Angel Boulevard. It was a good night. Yeah, no thunder tonight. It was a good night, unless I missed it. Nope, no Angel Boulevard tonight.
No Boulevard.
It's a channel. It's a channel for my hobbies and artwork. Okay, good. Very good. Brian G. Good night, everyone. Everybody. Yeah, see, Dragon, that was adorable. She is adorable. Oh, good. I'm gonna check it out, Dragon. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good night, everyone.
You all. Thank you so much for everything. Thank you. A million thank yous. Marla, I love you.
Love you too. Have a good night. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody. Have a great night.